are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel no winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the game. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Hello. Good afternoon, good evening, everybody out there, and good morning. Good morning, wherever you find yourself watching this live stream. We are back again, and welcome back to BCM Sports Live, brought to you by YouTube and X platform. We're likely to be streaming to these two platforms at the same time. We've got a lot of stories rocking the world. I'd say a lot of stories regarding Chelsea Football Club. Today's news, a lot to talk about. And we're not just going to sit over here and waste so much time. We're breaking into the news that was being coming from reported the media today. The FA has charged Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea have been hit with a staggering 74 charges related to agent regulations and historical financial dealings. These could be a very, very huge news or huge thing that could affect the Chelsea Football Club. But we'll get it. That's why we're here to look at the inside out of the story. We'll be breaking down the three charges main as it's been hit to Chelsea, the potential consequences, and why the new ownership self-reporting is also a game changer to this issue. But that's not all. The Mudryk saga has also taken a shocking new turn. New reports suggest from former club Shakhtar Donetsk is suing a Ukrainian football association over an alleged doping case, claiming a loss of 30 million euros in bonuses. And also there is a wild twist about this team, a team cell injection that could be at the heart of it all. This is the consequences. Is it just the consequences, or is it a mistake, or sometimes would I say is this more into it, this live interaction stream. So we want to hear from you. We want you to be a part of it. Hit the like button and let us know your concern about these news related to Chelsea 74 financial breaches and also Mykhailo Mudryk situation. Subscribe and stay updated. And most importantly, get in the live chat. We want to know what you think about these news. Will Chelsea face a point deduction? It's Mykhailo Mudryk's career over, and are there more scandals are waiting to be unveiled? Let's see in the comment section below. Nizan is here with Stephen G, and also we have Yusuf here in the studio with us, going through the next hour. I'll try and make it short. Usually we go within an hour and a half. If we can do it within an hour, I'll be very, very happy. So stick with us, guys. In the comments, keep your comments coming. Let us know what your thoughts are in these Chelsea related news, and also if there's any other trending news, we will bring it up on the show. So stick with us. We'll be right back in just a second. Back again to the show. We really apologize for our late stream today. We did not mean to do that. We're actually going live at 1 p.m., which is 6 p.m. UK time, 1 p.m. my time. And all of a sudden, I have a huge technical problem here where not everything was misfunctioning on this stream. Technical problem, computer problems. So I have to restart the whole computer to start the whole show again. So I apologize for our lateness, but you know, they say lateness is greatness sometimes. So we apologize. I hope you accept our apology and we all move on. But we want to acknowledge any one of you in the chat or in the studio with us here. Thank you very much. Mas of these Mas Sports World, thank you very much, my brother. He said we always knew culture of is he alleged
oligarch?
Okay, oligarch cheating Chelsea. Blood Money AFC. Oh boy, we are not cheating. That's if
Bank of England money was Arsenal, was it not? If we want to get into it, I'm just saying, well, Arsenal not Bank of England money. That's all I'm saying.
Arsenal Bank of. All right, so let's get the guys on because I think they're already heated up here. Mas, you bring it on, you face it. All right, gentlemen, welcome back to the show, and good evening to you. I know you guys are coming from one location, so I'll direct my greetings to just one. How would I say it? Oh, good evening to you. Yusuf, good evening, and then Steven, good evening. How are you guys doing today?
Big up, bro. Big up.
Big up, Nee. I'm doing okay.
Yes, nice seeing you again, Yusuf, with your glasses. Handsome man, you're always hiding away from us. Nice to have you back on the show. Anyway, Mas, big up to you. Says, why is it when things are going well, why is there something bad around the corner?
I mean, that's not Mas.
No, this is from Cole Palmer.
Yeah, you said
I'm reading this. No, I didn't mention. I said, why is it when things? I didn't even mention his name. Cole Palmer. Big up to Cole Palmer. Yeah, it's wondering. I mean, Cole Palmer, this thing has been around for a while. It's been around for several months now. Even before the club.
Around longer than that. They self-reported this among
a long time ago.
Like almost immediately after the completion of the takeover, they went to the UEFA. They went to UEFA, the Premier League, and the FA, and said,
"Right,
we found this when we were like going through everything."
No, I'm talking about when we got to know it. When we got to know it publicly.
Yeah, we've known about it. We've known about this for like at least a year, if not longer.
Right. At least I'll say about a year.
I remember it coming out ages ago that Chelsea have self-reported.
Exactly. So yeah, Cole Palmer, it's been. I know of this. I know of this for almost about a year now. We've been talking about this on this platform. I know probably you were not here a year ago, but if you were here a year ago, you can remember that we've already talked about this a long time ago. Like Chelsea have been able to. Even we have the same issue with UEFA. I think we've been fined 30 million, 20 something. We registered to about 30 million. Where Chelsea
got fined 8
we
million
got
for
fined.
this.
Yeah, so we'll get into it. We'll get
by
into
UEFA.
it by UEFA. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
for
Yusuf,
this specific thing, it was 8 million. The 30 million, whatever, was for the other stuff with the PSR or whatever the UEFA version is. I can't remember if UEFA's PSR or FFP. I always forget, but that's what the big fine recently was. About a year or so ago, we got a fine for this exact thing from UEFA of about £8 million.
okay. I mean, spot on, Stephen G. I know Stephen G has been on top of these. I've been watching it. It's been a while. We all knew this. But Yusuf, was it a surprise to you when you hear this news this morning?
I'll be honest, no. Like every time like we're on like a good run or something, there's always something bad around the corner, like Cole Palmer has just said there in the comments. But like Stephen said, we already knew about this. They clearly say it's with the agent regulations between 2009 to 2022. The owners self-reported that a while ago. This is just confirmation of it. And then the FA saying, oh yeah, we need to charge Chelsea. Like we knew that this was going to happen.
Okay.
It was just we didn't get the confirmation of it up until now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
All right. So, but there's
Chelsea,
been some few reports that Chelsea have really actually hired some financial expertise. Chelsea have hired one of the big accountants firm to analyze the breaches. They do not believe there has been any sporting advantage in there, and will argue no sporting sanction is necessary, and it's been reported by Ben Jacob. Stephen, what's your take on that?
Yeah,
Are they?
I'd
go
also add that Matt Law came out with a tweet that says that Chelsea are expecting a financial sanction, not a sporting sanction. I'd also add that we're still waiting on the Premier League. So Chelsea reported to the Premier League, UEFA, and the FA. UEFA gave us an £8 million fine. The FA sound like it's, according to Matt Law, it's going to be in and around an £8 million fine again. And then the Premier League, we've not heard yet. But the issue for the Premier League, as much as you want to give us a sporting sanction, there's a precedent set by UEFA already of giving a fine, and it looks like the FA are going to follow through and give a fine as well. So there's a precedent set, no matter what the Premier League want to do. You've got a precedent set, and if you give us a deduction, you best be relegating Man City. That's what I'm saying on that. But the Man City one I read is apparently coming out in the next month or two. So that'd be interesting, because I'm pretty sure they're going to get slapped hard, Man City. If they don't, then all the teams will be very, how could I put this? Irritated.
Thank you very much. Guys, if you're watching this live, this is news that broke up earlier today. And there's one, it didn't really break up. It was just hanging in the air. But we're just waiting for it to be confirmed.
We were just waiting for when we'll get charged.
Yeah, so FA came up with these regulations and discipline update on as it's been reported. So if you're watching this live, we're looking at the 74 charges, as they said, financially, Chelsea have breached, as it is on the screen right now. If you're watching, you see the Football Association has today charged Chelsea FC with breaches of regulations of J1 and J2 of the FA football
J1 and C2
and C2 of the FA football agents regulations. Regulations of A2 and A3 of the FA regulations on working with intermediates, and also regulations of A1 and B3 of the FA third-party investment in players regulations. In total of 74 charges have been brought against Chelsea FC. The conduct that is the subject of the charges ranges from 2009 to 2022 and primarily relates to events which changes range from events
Charges.
occurred events which occurred between the 2010 and 2011 to 2015 2016 playing season. Chelsea FC has until 19th of September 2025 to respond, and this is related to three players, three Chelsea players. William,
at least three players, at least
three
Eto,
players.
Willian, and Eden Hazard.
So three players were involved in this. It's not the money. If you're hearing very well, it's not the money being paid to the players to bring them to the football club.
No, it's to the agent.
That there was nothing wrong with it. It is the money being paid to agents, compensations here and there, bonuses to make sure they get these players to the football club. That is where the issue is, because this money that is being taken out of the football club were not put on the book. So it was not being calculated for FA to know how much Chelsea spent overall in their dealings, financial dealings. So that is why Chelsea is going through this. But
do you know also Adney? It states that Chelsea have until 19th of September to respond. So in other words, to state whether guilty or not guilty. We know Chelsea have got to say they're guilty. They reported it under this ownership. So we know that's going to happen. I imagine that's going to have already happened, because they're not going to fight it, because they're the ones that self-reported it. So they've probably instantly said, yeah, I'm guilty. Do what you have to do with fines and stuff like that. But remember, and we said this when the stuff happened with UEFA recently, and also when UEFA done Chelsea for this exact thing that we self-reported that we're talking about here today as well. Yeah. Chelsea, under this ownership, set aside 100 million from the purchase price for these exact things. This is why they put aside 100 million of the sale price, so that when fines come out, they can just go, yep, bang, there's like some of our 100 million we set aside.
Okay. I got a question for I know before we add a question, Yusuf, you want to jump in with any you want to add anything to what we just said related to the charges?
Oh no, I think I already said my bit before. Of like, I already knew that this was going to happen anyway. Like, it's because of before we heard that, yeah, the ownership, like this ownership we have right now, they self-reported it because they looked through the files and everything, and they saw stuff that the previous ownership did. So they just self-reported it and went to the FA, the Premier League, and whatever. They were like, we want to be compliant with you, and you know, we've seen how you've handled with Man City, so we don't want to go down that route. So we just want to, you know, pay whatever needs to be, pay the fine of whatever needs to be paid, and then just move on from it. I think that's all that's going to happen.
Steven, you did mention that you believe they're gonna plead guilty. They plead guilty. They'll move on.
No, they will, because they reported it themselves. So they're not exactly go self-reporting and go, we're not guilty. FA, we're not guilty. I promise you, we're not. Like, the obvious thing is they reported it. They're gonna go, yep, we're guilty, and then we can move on, because they've got till the 19th of September to basically accept the charge or say they're not guilty, all this stuff. But there's no point wasting time. You self-reported it. You're probably already put in whether that you're guilty of it because you've self-reported it. So as soon as the charge came out, you probably went guilty, and then just move on with the fine and get the process done.
My question to you is, why would they hire a big financial expert to look into it, whether it's a sporting conduct or whether it's not sporting conduct, if they know that they're guilty of it? Why would they hire an expert to come in and look into details of what is going on?
So what that whole situation is Chelsea hired these people basically to say, look, there's been no sporting advantage gained by Chelsea in this period where these charges happened. Therefore, you cannot give a sporting sanction, aka a points deduction, for example. I presume that would include a transfer ban as well. So basically, to argue, look, you can't give this because, well, where's the advantage gained? Because in that time, I think Chelsea won 1 Champions League, 2 FA Cups, and maybe a League Cup and a Europa League. But outside of that, I don't think we actually won anything else. So it's not like we gained a massive amount by doing that, if that makes sense. So they're going to try and argue it in the sense that, look, where's the sporting advantage? Chelsea didn't gain one. So you can't give them a penalty of a points deduction or a transfer ban and stuff like this. The issue comes that the Premier League still has to have their say on the situation, because we've now heard from the FA. We heard about a year or so ago from UEFA. And all I'm going to say is I do not trust the Premier League as far as I can throw them. So I don't trust them to go lightly despite us self-reporting it. So be prepared for that one, because that's going to be some absolute BS, I can tell you now.
Very interesting. Thank you very much, Stephen G, on that. More comments coming from the comment section. But big up to everyone joining us on the live feed today. Big up to Mars of the Mars Sports World, and big up to Cole Palmer. I hope you're keeping very well as well. Everyone joining us today, I hope you guys are doing very well. And your evening is going on smoothly. It depends on where you are watching me from. If you're someone in Asia, probably I'll say middle of the night. If you're in my part of the world, afternoon to you. If you are in Europe, maybe I'll say evening to wherever you are. But thank you very much seeing all of you here today. Palmer said, why is it? I think I read that one earlier on. Okay. What if, okay, is Disasi still doing at Chelsea right now? Leave Disasi, leave Disasi from Palmer. He's just worried about Disasi. Disasi with Cole Palmer. Big up to you, Palmer. And we have Duffy Osman. Big up to you, Duffy Osman. Says 2009-2022. Yeah. What an embarrassment. FA England from my man. Big up to you, man. I hope you're doing very well, Duffy. This best league. This is the best league in the world. Yeah, this is the best league in the world. Man City 115 charges still on. Yeah, still on. City have a lot of
You're saying still on you, as in still on you. Yeah, they're still looking at the City charges. Yeah. That's not been sorted. Just to clarify something. The Man City Premier League case from the other day is to do with associated party transactions and stuff like that. So stuff like Etihad sponsor and all this sort of stuff, right? That's not related to their 115 charges. That's not related. They're two separate things. So just to clarify that before anyone in chat goes on to that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stephen G, on that. So yeah, I think that's been clear. Hope you guys could understand that. I'd really appreciate it. So you guys can follow suit as we move on from there. And CFC Gamer, big up to you, man, like CFC Gamer legend in the chat. He said all that matters is Brentford on Saturday. 3 points needed. Chelsea owners know what they are doing. Pay the fine and get on with it. UTC up to Chelsea from CFC Gamer. Absolutely. That's what we are looking at. We believe that it's not going to be a transfer ban. It's not going to be a point deduction. It will only relate to maybe at the end of the day, it will be a fine, just like Yusuf also said earlier on the stream. So yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, CFC Gamer. Say out of nowhere.
It wasn't out of nowhere. We self-reported this.
No. Duffy, it's been around for almost about a year now. We all know this. I'm not probably you're a bit new to the.
It was very quickly after they took over that they reported it to the FA, and then I think within 6 to 12 months after that was when we found out that they'd self-reported.
Exactly. So yeah, Duffy, if you're joining us here, it's been around. We've discussed this on this show many times. If you can go to our previous videos, you can see it's right there. Todd Bowley and Biedak Ekbali's pictures, and Roman Abramovich's picture has been on our thumbnails for a couple days since this thing happened. So yeah, we've touched bases on this platform. So it's not been there. It's not just pop up out of nowhere. It's been there for a while now. But thank you very much, Daffy, on that news, on this comment. Other clubs are clean enough, FA. Other clubs clean enough of the FA. Are you trying to say that there's no issues with other clubs with the FA? Is that what it means? It sounds like that's what he's trying to say. But anyway, FA against Roman with agenda. Okay. Agenda.
It isn't an agenda. Chelsea, under this ownership, self-reported it to avoid the Premier League, the FA, and UEFA essentially going, well, when you've seen the documents, you would have seen that there's discrepancies, there's things that don't add up, therefore you're complicit in it, and therefore we can give you a harsher punishment. So it's from this ownership to avoid a harsher punishment for the football club.
Yes, game. I don't think it's really going to affect the players. Charges Mudryk to keep the players focused on the task on Saturday and don't get distracted by any of these charges on the club. Reveals rivals are so desperate for us to drop point and get point deducted. LOL. I mean,
I can't even say my thoughts on rivals that want that because we'd get in trouble with YouTube.
Yeah. I understand what Steven is trying to say. Hope I can adjust this thing a little bit. This thing is covering Steven's face. Steven, can you adjust it? See if you can adjust it. You can adjust the your camera so the comment doesn't block in every.
It's most the laptop one, so there's no way of adjusting it.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can do it whilst I'm going through the comments for a bit.
That's right.
CFC Gamer said when the journalist asked Muraska in the presser about the changes, about the charges, he should say no comment. We are only focused on the game on Saturday. Yeah,
I would do that. That's exactly what's going to happen as well. Because remember when we got sanctioned, all they kept asking Tuchel about was, oh, well, what if this, what if that, and that, like the stuff about the travel, and that's why he said, if I have to drive a bus, I'll drive a bus, I'll drive us there. Like, because there was this whole thing that Chelsea can't spend more than X amount and all this BS.
Yeah.
Like, they're managers, yeah? If you want a comment, reach out to the club and ask for a comment from the club. And if they don't get one, be happy. You tried, you failed, move on with your life.
Absolutely. That is spot on. So Daphne said it's been spotted. Is it by Man City?
Yeah,
Man City. All right, it was during the Roman era, so nothing to worry about. Terms of punishment for our current owners. I mean,
that's not true. It could still happen.
Not. Yeah, I was going to say that's not really true because you have to remember it's under the same name. If the name has been changed from Chelsea to FC Blue, then we can have a different story. But if it's under the same name, or maybe Blue Lions of England, then we can say it is not related. But it's under the same name. So Chelsea, the current Chelsea owners, will still have a fair share of the punishment. They will, because it is what they've done in the past that have made the club great, and they're following it. Okay, so Duffy, that's it. Just by the way, so Cole says I think we get a transfer ban, and no transfer ban. I don't think there will be a transfer ban, Cole Palmer. There will be no transfer ban here.
There might be, but not from the FA, as that sounds like it's going to be financial. If there's a transfer ban, it'll come from the Premier League.
I'm just hoping there wouldn't be any.
Put it this way. If there's one club that's equipped for a transfer ban, it's Chelsea, because we've already got Penders, Sarr, Anselmino, and a couple other players. So if there's a club that's prepared, it's Chelsea. Kendrick
would you say they see it coming? That's why they put all these young players on loan to get minutes and all that. Could you say you see it coming? Probably.
Yeah, probably. I wouldn't be surprised, because let's be honest, right? If Chelsea get a transfer ban, it is what it is. I mean, they've signed young players. Those young players are out on loan. I mean, heck, I forgot even Quenda as well. Quenda, Paez, Esteval, not Esteval, Anselmino, Saw, Penders, Saw, Anselmino, Quenda, Paez. I think that's about it. But yeah, if there was a club prepared for it, it's Chelsea. Don't forget, guys, we've got 1,000 players on our books. Don't forget that.
We got so many squads. We got first squad, second squad,
JC, we've got 100 squads, bro.
Academy
And that's
squad,
just the first team.
bomb squad.
Bro, we got 100 squads, and that's just the first team.
Yeah. You name it, man. You name it. We have players.
Anyway, JC, you didn't allow me to introduce you. How are you? And welcome back to show, JC. You doing all right?
JC.
Yeah, good, boss.
How's weather going today?
Hey, it's like raining now. So, so normally it's summer is ending. So, and the days are shorter, starting to get short. So, yeah, okay. It is.
Thank you. It's always nice to see you, JC. Nice. There's been a lot of news going on there. I want you to give us a fair share of it, but I'll come back to you on that right now. As soon as I'll take a few of these. CFC Gamer said that Liverpool game on October 4th is absolutely huge. I know we are far away from that game, but I genuinely think the winner of that game will be a huge advantage on who win the title. Absolutely. I made my prediction and I said it's going to be between Chelsea and Liverpool this season. Time will tell if I'm right or wrong. Daffy Osman said that if we get education point,
deduction.
That is so. Oh, deduction. Where am I seeing education from? Oh, okay. So I eliminated your D. Yeah.
And
I eliminated your first letter, and then I
added an A in the middle.
Anyway, sorry about that. Deduction point. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. If they do that, that would be very, very bad of them. That would be very, very bad. We know that agenda is already there. That agenda is already there against Chelsea all the time. But whatever they can do to make them happy, Howard Webb and his people. Let's see. Oh, Richard Masters. Richard Masters, not Howard Webb. Esugu being injured is a big blow. We will force owners to look in the market for another midfielder. Let's see if they can get one in the January transfer. Kopama said Disasi almost went to Monaco. He said it almost went to Monaco. I really want Fofana and Lavia to stay fit all season, because if they are fit along with all the other players, we will do something big this season. I feel it. He can feel it from CFC Gamer. Big up to CFC Gamer. Thank you very much for all these comments as they keep coming in. And big up to Lean. Lean is the name, the first name I can't pronounce it, but I have to be very, very professional. Thank you, each and every one of you, jumping on the show today. CFC Gamer has a question for the panel. Question for the panel. Who is the better manager, Muraska or Arne Slot? I think the season Arne Slot.
Reason.
The reason Arne Slot won the league is because the Liverpool team has more experience and world-class players than Chelsea. I think
I'll have my camera back on in a bit, yeah?
Okay. I think I'll have to put this down, and we can touch on it a bit. It will be very, very interesting to talk on who is better, Arne Slot or Muraska. So I don't forget it. CSP Gamer, we'll come back to this debate here in a second. So do not worry at all. I just want to put it on the side so I can follow up with it. But thank you very much for that question. Very, very important question on how who is better. And I'll tell you, I'm always going to back my manager, not because of being a Chelsea fan, but I'll give you good reasons of why Enzo Muraska is better than Arne Slot. I'll tell you without a doubt. I see my boy Disasi still on at the football club from Cole Palmer. CFC Gamers Eve Maraska had players like Virtual van Dijk, Salah, and Allison in his team that season. We would walk the league. That's what CFC Gamer believe. He will definitely walk the league. Okay. I prefer financial penalty because if they ban Chelsea or they ban in transfer, either is a ban in transfer or deduct point, it will kill Chelsea players and Chelsea player on perspective of the title contender. That is from my man here.
Just quickly,
big up to you, big up to you, big up to you, everyone there. So yeah,
if they
I
give
think
Chelsea
I'm almost
transfer ban,
yeah,
at least we'll be able to pass the measures that UEFA put in place for us for this season and next season if we get a transfer ban for next season, because we wouldn't be able to spend. So, fine by me.
Sounds good. Sugu, big up to you. CFC says Sugu will be back at the right time when we are going deeper in the competition. I think in competitions, right? And title race.
Cup competitions, yeah.
Cup competition.
He's back in the new year.
Okay. Yeah. He'll be going for it. Hit the like button, people. Hit the like button. Absolutely. JC, your boy is still at the club. Disasi. Guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe as we're about to get things going right now. We're about to get things going. JC's about to join the conversation. And like I said, CFC Gamer, do not go anywhere. I promise you, we will spend some time on these topic. Who is a better manager, Arne Slot and Enzo Maresca, comparing what Arne Slot had on the side, what Jurgen Klopp left over for him, and what he took over. And because I would say most of it, they were more prepared team or players experience in that. So yeah, there is more to argue for on that contest of who is a better manager. But JC, morning, good evening to you again. And you've heard the news just early this morning. And guys, do not forget, after we're done with this topic, we'll be moving on to the details of Mykhailo Mudryk situation right now, as the Shakhtar Donetsk football club has filed a lawsuit against the Ukrainian FA. Who is in charge of the Ukrainian FA? Former Chelsea player Andriy Shevchenko. There's been a lot going on about not answering, not talking to Mykhailo Mudryk anymore. And there's been some injection that was being given to Mykhailo Mudryk, and it has been believed that that was the same kind of injection that Andriy Shevchenko used on himself during his playing days.
Not Shevchenko, it was someone else for anti-aging.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, we'll get into that one so as the stream goes on. So JC, what's your take and a thought on these 74 regulations charges against your club, Chelsea?
Yeah, I really do not know how they cook up 74. I know there were 3 agents, like it was Willian, it was Hazard transfer, and it was who was the other guy from
Eto'o, Willian, and Hazard.
Eto'o.
Yeah. So there were some other payments done to their agents or something like that, which were not booked on Chelsea, because I don't know, Abramovich might be having thousands of companies, so he paid them agent somewhere some money. So I'm just guessing how much he would have paid extra, like 5 million, 10 million, 15 million, so like 45 million extra. Does it really make that big a difference? I don't think so. The only thing is, like, they made errors in reporting. Like, it should have been reported if it was related to Chelsea, and that's why Chelsea self-reported. How did they come up with 74 breaches?
I was wondering. I was like, how did they come up with 74?
I would love to see what they are, because I know, like,
regulations. JC, the regulations.
City, I think they had 115, but I read somewhere, like, they were literally, like, every small step was kind of an allegation. Like, City was, like, not cooperating with them. Chelsea are cooperating. So City said, like, they asked some information, like the emails and all. City refused. So they made an allegation, like, not cooperating, not providing email, another charge. That that type of charges, you can accumulate as much as you want. So like I also assume, I suppose, like 74 of these are allegations and charges. Half of them will be solved just like that. Like I asked a question, you didn't answer, so here's the answer. Okay, resolved. So it can be like that also. I mean, you can only guess what it is about. Like 74, where did they come with the figure?
I mean,
Anyway, but I think,
I'm not so exactly sure what is in the regulation A2, what is in the regulation A3. So maybe when you regulate, if you look at regulation J1, there is a lot of substance, or would I say
yeah,
words in there that
yeah.
it goes against Chelsea. When you go into regulation, and C2 also has a lot of things there that Chelsea have really gone against. So
Yeah.
probably that is what they were counting to add up to 74.
No, I would be surprised if it is like if Chelsea is sent to lower leagues. Moreover, when the club has self-reported, so I don't think it should be that harsh. A points deduction.
Mm.
How many points can they deduct? Like 10 points? Okay. I think even with 10 points, we should be able to be in top four. And our team should be good enough. But I don't think that will be point deduction if it more than 10 points. As for the money, like it's Boli's problem, huh? He will solve it. I don't care.
I, I think they'll just go for the money to help develop the other leagues, maybe League One, non-league side, and all those things. They'll just go for
They ain't
hefty
gonna care
money.
about that, bro.
Yeah, but me, look, the Clear Lake paid 2.5 billion
Mhm.
for the club, out of which like 2 billion is with the England government as a
Yeah,
charity. So what are they talking about? Like 15 million fine, 20 million fine? Like, come on, they got 2 billion, which is still lying with them. So I don't think like make liquidating the club or something like that is going to happen. Definitely.
JC, the
I
thing
mean,
is,
the guy, if he did make some errors of judgment like Abramovich, he still left 2 billion for the charity cause. So I mean, taking the bigger picture, like okay, there can be banter, there can be other things, but should be fine. Probably, if there is a law broken, then there is a rule broken, then there will be some sanctions, some penalties. Okay, take it and move on. That's it. And I see there is a statement also from club, which says like we welcome it. Like sooner it gets resolved and the uncertainty ends, the better it is, because then you can this could be the reason why we are not getting a sponsor as well, because of the uncertainty. Like a sponsor will say, okay, I will sign a contract for 10 years, but like resolve this issue.
you
So
could be right, because
yeah,
no, they're all scared. Maybe the club is going to get relegated to division. Will I say championship? Then they're not going to have that exposure or the
mm-mm,
mileage that the sponsorship or the
Nee,
yeah,
sponsor
I
is.
mean,
Nee,
businesses don't
let's
like
clear this up real
uncertainty.
quick, right?
Yeah.
Chelsea aren't gonna get relegated. That's one
No, they
thing.
are not. They are not. But still,
Also,
businesses.
with the FA, it's already been reported that it's very, very likely it will only be a fine, and that's what
Yeah,
Chelsea are expecting.
yeah,
The issue comes with not having heard from the Premier League yet, because knowing the Premier League, they'll go, "Oh, it's Chelsea. Okay, let's just them up, basically." But
yeah. But
just know, yeah, if anyone of the Premier League or the FA tries to essentially screw Chelsea over, yeah, I expect Man City to get at least, say, double the amount of punishment, because Man City weren't cooperating. They had about 40 more charges, so that's about a 50% increase on what Chelsea actually have. Yeah. But Chelsea cooperated. So those key two differences, for me, City should get double the punishment. So if City get
Steven,
anywhere
they
close to
cannot
what
be.
Chelsea got, yeah, then it's corrupt as anything, and we already know that anyway.
No. Don't worry about that. Like they will not be unreasonable. If they will be unreasonable, believe me. I mean, these investment banks, they have teams and teams of best lawyers I mean, it will end up again in courts, just like City. And end of the day, it will be behind the scenes settlement, and everything will be finished. Chelsea is saying like, okay, it's fine us. We are ready to take it, so do it and finish it off. That's it. As for the sponsors and all those issues, yeah, of course, businesses. I understand, like me, that like we are not expecting relegation or something, but still, businesses don't like uncertainty. They like to operate in secure environments. So this is an uncertainty, and which is what the club statement said. Like, we are happy, we are really happy, glad. Like, this thing will be resolved. Sooner it is done, the better it is. So do it, just do it.
Let's do it. All right, Chad. Thank you very much, JC and Steven. You want to add anything to it, or you're good? We're not really moving on that. We're still on there.
Yeah.
But if you want to add something for you,
the sponsor stuff is probably more down to how many companies are in wanting to be the front of shirt. Plus the fact that once you agree, it also has to go to the Premier League, and they have to say this is fair value or this is not fair value. And then once that's happened, if they agree it's fair value, then they can go onto the shirt. Until that happens, they can't. So for those few reasons, it's probably the reason it's taken so long.
By the way, Mudryk, he might end up playing pretty soon.
JC, we'll move on. We'll not get there.
That
yet.
is the next topic, I believe, right?
Yeah. That'll be the next topic. Next topic we'll be talking about, JC. Mudryk will be in the. And so anything you have on Mudryk, JC, keep it there in the pocket for now. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you very much, JC. JC, can't wait to jump into the Mudryk situation, guys. If you're not aware, yesterday the news broke on Mykhailo Mudryk as Shakhtar Donetsk has filed a lawsuit against the Ukrainian FA. They believe that a 30 million money or whatever has been lost or whatever it came in, and also some injection, which we'll bring that out here soon. Some injection that has been injected to on Chelsea's property when he was on international duty. So there's been something that we will talk about it as soon as we get on. But big up to you, CFC Gamers. Any updates on Chelsea going in for Konate in January? I saw someone and some news a few days ago about it. That's not true. I'll tell you, to be honest with you, that is not true. Never Chelsea are interested in bringing in Konate. I'll tell you what, Chelsea are very, very comfortable with Josh Achampon. They believe Josh Achampon can get lots of minutes and can develop and get better. I don't want to go in details on that, but they believe Achampon will get many game time. He'll get a lot of game time this season. So Chelsea are far from it getting anywhere close to Konate. No.
Can I add a little bit, here?
Yes, sir.
Konate
Go for it.
is
sir.
a reasonably good defender, but like a lot of that goodness comes also because of playing alongside Virgil van Dijk. And this season specifically, we have seen him making mistakes. You can argue his mind is not in the right place, but like a lot of this organization, defensive organization, is attributed to Van Dijk. I mean, look at Chelsea defenders, like who are playing with Thiago Silva. He was able to organize Disasi and Badiashile so well. So yeah, it's not a given. Like let him go to Real Madrid. I mean, we have Achampon. That's good. Personal my take. Like I would rather keep Achampon developing into a good, and Chalobah, who have good prospects. Going forward. And then we also have Fofana, if he is able to maintain his fitness. We do have it. We do have. The only thing is the forward ball passing defender. We have only one fit right now. Let's hope we can keep him fit for the season.
Okay. Thank you very much. From that's JC. That's the voice of JC. CFC Gamers, Konate is injured pro. So I would prefer the center back at Benfica to come in and help the likes of Trevor Chalobah and Uncle Tosin Adiribayo Thank you very much, CFC Gamer, for that comment. Don't forget, I still got your question down here on my table. We will talk about it as time goes on. CFC Gamer said, I think the Premier League should look through the books of all the Premier League teams, and I'm sure 90% of them have done similar things in the past. Absolutely. I will not lie to you. Because it's Chelsea, they have to scrutinize it. I'm sure even now, Evangelist Maranaki, that man, I know how it is. He's probably done similar things, but no one will say anything about it. Look at the number of players he brought into Forest. The number of players he brought in from Brazil, from all across
about
22 players. Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
I'm sure if you go in details right now, we'll find something from Marinakis. All right, so we're back again on it. We're back again on it. Steven is back. All right, let me go there. Let me go there. JC, you have any reaction to this comment from my brother that the FA need to look into all the Premier League teams and see if someone is being dodgy over there, like doing something behind the scenes? But how do they find out? Do they really go in and find a special investigator, says go and investigate this football club? Is that how they're doing things?
It's not easy. I mean, you need to have departments of specialists. First of all, it costs a lot of money. You also need is to have the cooperation of the clubs, and it's a lot of investment, which is it really that necessary when there is already reporting procedure run by the governments, which like every club, every business has to file the reports, annual reports, financial reports. Then they have to go through the audits. So there are already these tools in place. If by chance, like somebody is using like really wild kind of schemes or something, I mean, those things eventually come out, and like Chelsea self-reported, there were questions with City which were settled. So I don't think it is possible, practical, that FA can devote resources and time into this thing. And let's not forget, like Premier League is a kind of a.
JC, what's going on there? Someone's passing away or someone in trouble? The
I
ambulance.
know this is some. Okay, hold on. Let me see. No, it's not.
All right. JC's checking what's going on with the ambulance. All right. Go ahead, Steven. All right. Steven is taking a drink. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, CFC Gamer.
Yeah, okay. It should be now. Yeah, sorry. It was some ambulance passing by, so I have to. Yeah, but so what I was saying is like, there is hardly any chance of like that the FA will do this. And Premier League, I was saying, is like it's a league of clubs. So every club votes to make these rules, and it is also up to the clubs to maintain these rules and check each other as well. Otherwise, there is already in the domain a lot of reporting. That's why I read somewhere, there's just one tweet I just read, like most of these 74 charges, a lot of those breaches are also with the taxation and Her Majesty or His Majesty's Revenue Service, which is like the tax. They like you have the IRS in USA.
Bro said HMRC. For goodness sake.
So most of these charges are relating, because if you break one law, then there are consequences in a chain. Like if you're not reporting, then your tax filings are not proper. And Chelsea has already paid to the tax department. They've already paid the fines and everything, and they have closed the chapters. Those on. So I just read a tweet somewhere that like the process actually is not at the beginning phase, but actually is at the end phase. So it's. And everybody is anticipating is a fine, which is somewhat similar to what the UEFA put it, like some things like 8 million in the tune of 8 to 10 million or something. It can be more, but I think Chelsea can cover that. But for regulation, like you see, it's the tax department, there are government, there are other agencies, there are procedures. Large corporations have to file reports in the public domain. What Premier League or FA does is like analyze it. Those reports are what give the profit and PSR sustainability rules and all. They are being followed or not. They are taken from there. But Chelsea's three cases were like they were done on the sideline. They like the payments went not even from Chelsea. They went from some Abramovich offshore company or something like I understood. But I might be wrong. But if the business was done which was relating to Chelsea, it should have been going through Chelsea, and that's why Clear Lake reported it, paid taxes where it is needed, and they are clearing it.
That makes a lot of sense. So thank you very much, JC, on that. So that's the voice of JC himself in the studio with us. The CFC Gamer said, "I'm happy that our current owners are being honest and ensuring that we are winning trophies, making profit, and creating stability at the football club." So it's exactly what they said they were going to do. They were going to make sure we win on the pitch and also make sure we generate revenue for the football club to be more sustainable instead of depending on the owners to always cough up the money like Abramovich did during his days. You can't do that now. You have to be able to sell a lot of players to be able to buy in. So they want to make sure that the club is generating revenue, not the owners picking up the money from outside and investing into the football club. But it's very difficult if you can't do that to run modern day football. Very, very difficult because those that have already established themselves are always going to be ahead of those that are coming from the bottom. You get what I'm saying? The likes of Ipswich, maybe Southampton or Sunderland, they will struggle. Manchester United, Chelsea, Manchester City, Liverpool, they have been established. They got the dominance. They have the numbers already. So always they will be ahead of all these small teams. They have a lot to sell. They have a lot in the football club to sell. They have academy. They can attract good talent, bring them to the academy, flip them all for a huge profit, sell them, make money, and move on. The small clubs will still be there. How many top talented players can they produce every season? It's very difficult. It's very difficult for these small, clubs. But CFC Gamer said, what is attracting these or those players to join Forest? Out of nowhere, Nottingham Forest is signing all these top players like Douglas Luiz, Callum Hudson-Odoi, and etc. Seems a bit weird to him, in his opinion. Absolutely. That's why I just use him as an example that we, FA, need to find out what is going on at Nottingham Forest. And don't be surprised, very soon, within a few months' time, we might hear something coming out of Forest of their dealings. I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised at all. But big up to Robert Taha. Big up to Robert Taha.
That like button.
Yeah. Big up to Robert Taha in the building. It says a big up, Captain. Big up to you, Chef. I hope you're doing well. CFC give us a Lavia and Fofana is passing. It says Lavia Fofana is passing in that ambulance. It says Lavia and Fofana are passing in our ambulance. One of them is injured again.
Well, to an extent, like I am near a children's hospital, so, but I think Lavia and Fofana are a little bit outgrown for that. But like it is a little bit intense all the time when you have any child who's got even a smallest of thing like the medical facilities here are top notch. Like they don't take any delays, anything. Like even if a child has a headache, there will be an ambulance rushing him to check everything.
All right, I've pinned that comment. Comment of the day. I pinned it to be the comment of the day from CFC Gamer. It says Lavia and Fofana are passing in that ambulance. One of them is injured. Brabata, big up to you. Big up to you. Says the Chelsea have seized centre back already. Seized centre backs. That's what I said, that Chelsea will not invite the likes of Garnacho. Not Garnacho. What's his name again? this French defender. Oh, I forgot his name. Somebody help me out.
Variation.
From where?
Fofana.
Liverpool. The one he was saying that Chelsea are in for him.
He's Dutch.
Konate.
Konate.
Kanate, yeah, I said Kanacho, but Kanate, yeah, Kanate is the
He's
name.
got Garnacho on the brain.
You know, like him. So I won't be surprised if I use Kanate and Kanacho together. Don't blame me. Don't blame me. I did that. JC says CFC gamer. I'm currently near. Okay. That's the comment from JC. He just explained. But big up to Daniel Knight in the building. Big up to my like Daniel. Yeah, and Robert Taha. Big up to both to come and join us on the stream today. And Lean, I'm sure that's the name. I can't pronounce the first name, but I'll go with the L-E-E-N. Lean is the name of Lamb. Lane, I'm sure that is a big up to you, man. It says, I saw players migrate from Chelsea, but I don't see these names like Badishile, and because I think he is not a Chelsea material, because I'm not happy since friendly against Madrid in USA. Hold on. When did we play friendly against Madrid in USA? Did we?
We didn't.
I don't think we played against Madrid. Oh yeah, we did. That was 2 seasons under Mauricio Pochettino.
Oh, okay. Like
Yes.
Pochettino.
Was he here? But was he here under Mauricio Pochettino?
I don't
think he was here when we played Madrid.
Like, to be honest, I don't recollect much of the games from Pochettino, and I don't have desire to visit them again.
Because I don't think we played against Madrid and Marasquez preseason. Steven, did we?
What was that?
Did
I was just looking
against...
at an update from, well, it's not really an update anymore. It's from a few hours ago.
Did you play against Madrid during Marasquez for a preseason? That's last season. Last 2 seasons. We didn't. So under Mauricio Pochettino. But was Batistuta here under Mauricio Pochettino? I don't think he was. I don't think he was. He was part of the squad that played against
I think he was.
He was?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not so sure. That's why I'm kind of I don't know. Yeah, but I'll check it. I'll check it. I want to be very sure if it was part of the team under Mauricio Pochettino. Go ahead, Steven. Yeah.
One last thing on this, because it's from a few hours ago and it's kind of what we've all touched on. But Carve from Sky said that it's likely to be in line with the UEFA settlement. So in other words, around £8 million fine. Sporting sanctions as points deductions are not understood to be on the agenda.
Guys, if you're listening, this is an update from Kava Salika.
Well, it's not really an update now. It's a few hours old, but he's saying that it's likely to be in line with the UEFA settlement, which was £8 million.
I'm trying to explain who that person is.
He works for Sky Sports. He's one of their main guys.
That report the transfer news and intentional breaking news and stuff like that. Transfer news. Kava Salika work with Sky Sports, and he put this update now. So Chelsea fans, when you go to bed, do not worry about anything. It's been taken care of. Even we can give them 10 million if that's what they want to grow their the FA. If they want to buy some few computers that can really look at mass, if that's what they're looking for, we can give them 10 million to buy those computers without a doubt. We can do that. So it's not going to be a huge fee, not even 20 million, guys. It's not even 20 million. But let's hope and see that. Make sure this is what Kavasalika reported, or not reporting. What he tweeted could be the outcome of it. So
everyone seems to be on the same page that it's going to be a fine similar to the UEFA one.
Okay. All right. JC, any comments on it? Before we move on, Yusuf, welcome back again. I know you have an emergency you have to attend to. You all right? Everything okay?
Yeah, everything's all good now.
Good. Okay. Viva Garnacho is Neil's favorite Chelsea player. CFC gamer. Absolutely. Viva Garnacho. Alejandro. Alejandro.
He's
That's
not
my
kicked the
boy.
ball. He's yet to play.
He's yet to play. I'm having a feeling I might see him on Saturday. Yeah, wear the Blues jersey and then rise to the occasion.
Okay.
I'm sure people will message me when Alejandro Garnacho scores his first debut goal for Chelsea. People will message me, and I'll be very proud of myself.
Okay,
I'll be one of those people.
On the same topic, me just
Yes, sir.
before we shift from him,
Yes, sir. Go for it.
which is related, quite frankly. I want to ask Steven. Steven, what did you make of the Noni's performance for England?
Well, why can't you ask me too? Access all, because I watched the game.
Bro, it's Serbia, yeah, and you've got people like Gary Neville.
Hold on. Stephen G, hold on a second.
Hold on a second.
JC,
You
go
have
ahead.
Pochettino as your head coach.
No, heck no. You don't get it twisted. I support the English national team more than American national team. I used to support them much, but until Pochettino took over, I don't have any feeling of watching. Can you imagine? I haven't watched any of American national team's game since Pochettino took over. I've never watched my own country team. I've never watched the American national team since Poch took over.
Oh, friend.
I've never.
Okay, Steven, you have a new fan.
So go ahead, Steven.
Pochettino, friend.
But Noni played well. And second follow-up question, was it really Noni or was it because of Reece James besides him who was giving him all the independence to do whatever he likes? And that helped him.
Let Steven finish and I'll jump in with mine too.
Honestly, I'm not Gary Neville. I'm not going to big up a performance against Serbia from Noni Madueke when he's been terrible for the majority of the time at Chelsea. Been terrible start for him at Arsenal as well. So I'm not going to big him up for one performance against Serbia. Was he good? Yeah, sure. But I'm not going to do a Gary Neville and go, oh, since he joined Arsenal, look at what he's done for Arsenal and England. For Arsenal, he's done nothing. Esteval's outperformed him, yeah? And I kid you not, both played in all 3 games. Both started 2 games, and Noni's played only 2 minutes more. And Esteval's completely outshined him. So, yeah. Well done. You performed against Serbia. Can you maybe, if you get minutes, do it against top nations when you get the opportunity? Because in the past, you have not done that. That's your next step. You can't even do it against top clubs. So I'm not expecting much, with all due respect.
I'm not sure an upgrade on Noni.
Garnacho's on the left, not on the right. Esteval's more of the replacement on the right.
Yeah, but Noni was playing on the left already.
He plays both
Noni
sides.
was playing
expect
both,
Noni to be starting.
But the replacement for Noni is more Esteval than it is Garnacho.
Yeah.
And Esteval has literally outshined him.
Outshined him, yeah, absolutely. But
And
I think
look
England,
what he's done since he joined Arsenal, bro. I looked at the numbers. Yeah, he's had about 2 shots, 1 on target. Not really.
No,
well,
he has 3 shots.
He's not really creative.
He has 3 shots. He has 3 shots.
No, Esteval had 3. Esteval had 3 and had 2 on target. Noni had 2 shots. Actually, no, Noni might have had 3 shots, 1 on target. And Esteval had
Noni
3 shots, 2
Madueke.
on target.
Yeah.
No. I think he has had similar impact like he had at Chelsea. Noni at Arsenal is no different
AKA
than
not
Noni
very
at,
much.
Yeah. So but in the England game, I thought a big influence on his performance was Reece James. Reece James just beside him, behind him, releasing him, overlapping, and giving all those freedom to operate and line breaking passes he was getting. He could do that using his pace. That was primarily because of Reece James, I think. You put somebody else, and then in Noni performance will be like he was at Arsenal. So anyway, like the agendas on the Neville and all those people is funny. I mean,
It's funny how he's gone to Arsenal and Neville's saying that he played well. He played well against Serbia, but you lump Arsenal in, so it don't look like your only saying it about Serbia, even though the reality is it's the only good game he played. Put it this way, yeah.
Exactly. And
Noni's
say
done
thanks to
about
Anish
2
Jain.
successful dribbles, yeah. In 3 games, he's done about 2 successful dribbles, which is about 50% of what he's attempted. Esteval's done about 50% successful dribbles, and he's completed 8.
Yeah.
We wanted
So
someone
Noni-
who could be a threat running at the defense. Esteval is that. But that's what I'm going to say on that, because we still got to touch on Mudryk stuff.
Yeah. Before we move on to that, I know I want to know if Yusuf probably want to come in, but before he jumps in, this is what I'm going to say on the Wiki. From game I watched, Serbia were very, very poor. Serbia defensive line was not as good as was not that good compared to the Honduras team. Honduras were more disciplined in that low block. Serbia were not disciplined. They open up a lot of space for Mudryk to run through. Mudryk is not as good as we think he is. Maybe he can be better with time. With time, he's still young. I think 23, isn't it? 23. He's got a lot of time to grow to be better. But if you look at right now, 2025 statistics down, 3 games in the Premier League. Mudryk has 3 shots, 1 on target, 0 goal, 0 assists, 74.5% pass accuracy, 3 chances created, 1 successful cross, one successful cross right now, 2 successful dribblings, 50% dribbling successful, 2 fouls won, 4 fouls committed. Estavio Williams 3 games in, 3 shots, 2 on target. Noni Mudryk has 1 on target, 3 games in, and he has played more minutes than Estavio Williams. Estavio Williams got 2 on target, 0 goal, 1 assist. No assist for Noni Mudryk. So how good has he been this season for Arsenal? Overhype. Another thing, English football, I'll tell you something. English football or English national team is just like Arsenal Football Club. I know you guys will not like this comparison, but English national team is like Arsenal Football Club. It's not the national team is the problem. The same thing Arsenal Football Club. It's not the club that has the problem. It is the people, the culture, the people. English football, those that are running the football, the national team down, is the media, just like Gary Neville. You're just hyping Noni Mudryk up, playing against a bad Serbian team, and thinking, okay, right now, let's go and play Germany. Let's go and play Spain. England will be down. The whole nation will be crying right now if they lose in the competition right now.
I'll just tell you one secret.
It needs to calm down.
England national team's problem is just one problem. The moment they sing "It's Coming Home," they jinx it. They jinx it, and whoever they are playing really balls out, kicks them out.
All right. So guys, now that's just by the way. We're about to move on. And then Yusuf, if you want to jump in before we move on to a different topic, we'll be discussing Mykhailo Mudryk. So if you want to jump in with the question from JC regarding yesterday's game, Noni Mudryk also some report came from what's his name, Gary Neville, on how good he has been for us now this season. I laid down the statistics. He's not been that good.
Yeah, Noni Mudryk hasn't really, I'd say, impressed at Arsenal from what I've seen of him. But I mean, he got a goal for England. I mean, I actually didn't watch the game. I wasn't available to watch it, but yeah, I did see the highlights in the end. It was an interesting finish from him, but yeah, I mean, I expect more of probably what Mudryk did for us. It will either be the same of what he did for us that he'll do at Arsenal, or he'll not live up to that price tag at all. I don't think he's doing better than what he did with us because he's getting less game time. He's back up to Saka. So, I mean, some people would say he's better than Martinelli on the left. I don't know how far people want to take.
He's better than Martinelli. Martinelli had nothing, no end product. He's got nothing. He's just a running merchant. He just run and have nothing. The same thing. It's like they haven't really upgraded, have a big, huge upgrade on Martinelli. You get what I'm saying? There is a little bit. Maybe if Martinelli is ranging between 4%, none Madueke have given with none Madueke in is being 4.5%. That's 4.5.
Yeah, remember
That's
they got
all.
Eze, through the door as well, so he can play left wing as well. To be fair, so
One thing I like
have
about
got,
Madueke, Yusuf,
options
he is
there.
very, very good. He does the defensive work very well. He will drop deep. He will drop deep, help out with defense. But going forward, he doesn't offer much. He doesn't really offer much. But absolutely, go ahead, Yusuf.
Yeah, that's all. I think
Okay.
the other thing I wanted to mention was, it was just finishing off of what I said. Like, I didn't know how far people wanted to take saying Madueke is better than Martinelli, but I think that Madueke will do pretty much the same as he did for Chelsea. Obviously, every time he scores, but Arsenal fans are going to say, "Oh, Chelsea, you shouldn't have sold him," but we got a profit, so we're not really complaining there. So there we go.
Thank you very much, Yusuf. Nice to have you back on the show as usual. We will move on from this discussion, but before we end this discussion, we have to check the comment section. We got 2 comments there. I'm gonna go through. Big up to you, my man here. Lynn said, "Do you think that Nicholas Jackson will be proving himself that he is a good center back or center forward? Center forward in Bayern Munich colors. Time will tell. Time will tell. It's all about what he does during the league." He's got a good league that he can prove himself. Absolutely. I don't have a doubt in that. I don't trust, but I believe in Nicholas Jackson that he will become better. But Chelsea don't have that patience, not in the Premier League. You can't have more than 2 seasons squandering chances like that. 2 seasons in the Premier League. No one will sit down and wait. Premier League, we can't do that. Chelsea King, big up to you, Chelsea King. He says, big up everyone up in the Chelsea. Up the Chelsea. I love how Man United fans are crying over the charges, and the fund will be likely around 8 million. It's also very, very funny. Yeah, absolutely. We did talk about this a few minutes ago. Reported that Chelsea might end up paying just that quid, small money from. It was being tweeted by Carver Salico, the guy from Sky Sports. Big up to you, like Makeem. Makeem has been very, very busy these days. So big up the panel, up the Chelsea. Big up to everyone in the panel today and watching us live. Big up to you, Makeem. It's been a while. I hope you and the family doing very, very well. Absolutely. But guys, we'll be moving on to Mykhailo Mudryk. You guys know the topic regarding Mykhailo Mudryk. That's what we'll be talking about next on the show. So keep your mind on it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay updated to all Chelsea FC news or content from this platform. If you're wherever you're watching us from, if you're watching us on X or YouTube, make it a point to follow us and like and subscribe to all these platforms. Share the video if you can, and also drop a like on the video. Stay with us. We'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in and staying with us for all these while. Want to thank you all. Appreciate your time. But we're going to move on. The next topic we'll be discussing before the stream comes to an end. We'll be touching base on the Mykhailo Mudryk saga as it has taken a new shockwave right at this moment. A new report suggested coming from Ukraine. As Ukrainian reporter by the name, I forgot the name, as it says that he said he put out report. It came out yesterday that Shakhtar suing the Ukrainian football club, Ukrainian Football Association, not football club association, over an alleged doping case, claiming a loss of 30 million euro in bonuses, and there is wild twist on the saga. Also, they said the steam and cell injection that has been injected to our player, which is Mykhailo Mudryk, Chelsea player, but The man in charge himself, who knows something about what is going on, is Andriy Shevchenko. Some other detailing coming out to say that Andriy Shevchenko have stopped communicating with Mykhailo Mudryk, trying to stay away from the situation. Is he involved in this scandal? We want to know, where did the 30 million money they're asking for also went to? Because remember that money, 30 million, was supposed to be sent to the Ukrainian people due to their the loss or the war, and people that have lost their life, to rebuild the nation. So we want to know, where did this money went to, or where has it gone to? If you know much about this story, you're interested in it, we want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Where does the future lie for Mykhailo Mudryk? I read a few I saw some tweets a few days ago that Mykhailo Mudryk will be could be part of the Ukrainian athletic team for the upcoming Olympics. I don't know how true that is, if he can do that, because I know he's been banned from playing football, but is he allowed to participate in Olympic competition? Can he be an athlete, although there's substance in him? Or does the athletic commission allow athletes to have that substance in them to be able to operate in those competitions? We want to know. Or is it just football that banned that substance? Let us know in the comment section below. So we're talking at it. We're looking at it right now. Yusuf, I'll start from on the right downside. Yusuf, what do you make of these report that came out yesterday?
Well, with this Mykhailo Mudryk saga, like, I can't believe it. Well, actually, can I? I can sort of believe it, but sort of, like, I'm surprised. With the side of me that is surprised, like, it's the fact that, well, obviously the Shakhtar are trying to sue the Ukrainian FA because, like, they're obviously benefiting from this deal with Mykhailo Mudryk going to Chelsea. Maybe there was some sort of add-on in there that, I don't know, Chelsea would have to give to Shakhtar if, I don't know, let's say Mudryk got to like a number of appearances, number of goals or assists or something like that. Maybe there was even a Ballon d'Or clause in there, like we put in with Esteban. But obviously, the Shakhtar would try and sue the Ukrainian FA because if they didn't try and do that, they wouldn't have got the money that they would have got if Mudryk got those, how do I say it, those incentives for Chelsea to actually pay that money to Shakhtar, because we didn't pay the whole deal up front. But with the bit of me that isn't surprised, I don't think Mudryk is like, I don't solely believe that this was Mudryk's fault. Obviously he consumed it, and everyone's going to say, yeah, it's his fault. But if he didn't know what he was doing, if he didn't know what was being consumed into his body, then there's a question for the Ukrainian FA there. So I can half blame Mudryk and half not blame him.
Does he have a case?
He can plead it if he wants. He can appeal it, but I'm not sure what the outcome will be. That's my saying on it.
All right, thank you very much, Yusuf. But big up to you, Makim, R.I.P. Charlie Hick. Not sure how many people know this guy. Political aspect of it. He is a public figure. He knows how to talk. He knows how to speak. But unfortunately, this situation, now I'll say opinions. People take people's opinions very, very effectively. Not because this man has a platform, but then, you know, I don't think that he wasn't expecting this. We have to be very, very careful. We have to be very, very careful if you're a public figure. And the number of people around him when he was speaking, he should have had enough security. Security was not tight. It was not enough. They didn't make a survey of because the kind of things he says, it's some people don't like it. You get what I'm saying? And we're living in a different world where everything has to be one way for one people. If you have a different ideas, then it means that you cannot say it. You get what I'm saying? Else you'll be targeted. And it's unfortunate. The scene is very, very awful. I've watched it 1,000 times. Like, why would someone do this? But yeah, thank you very much, RFP for Charlie.
He had some vile opinions. I will not say them because we will get in trouble with YouTube. Yeah, but it doesn't mean he should have been assassinated. That's all I'm going to say on it. Because, for example, the one that I told you his opinion on in private messages, yeah, you saw that one, innit?
Yeah, I saw that one.
Yeah, like
I mean, it's
stuff
more.
like
I think
that
I'll say most of it has to do with abortion.
Vile, yeah, but it don't mean you should get assassinated.
Yeah, and can you imagine from the research? I mean, not research, investigation, saying the guy that did it is just like the college student or something like that. It's like a student,
right?
Yeah, that is utter madness.
All I'm
the
saying,
guy know what he was doing. He waited.
He waited
for him.
What? I look into stuff. All I'm gonna say is, I find it highly unlikely that someone of college age would be able to pull that off. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna go too far into it, but that's what I'm gonna say.
It's not uncommon here in America. Kids, I'll tell you, at age 5, 10 years, kids know how to shoot in this country.
Yeah, but from the distance he was at, the angle he was at, I'm not believing the college.
And the way he just vanished. I mean, it's a professional job, and it can be anybody. It can be even like I do not know. I mean,
I'm trying to avoid getting too deep into that stuff, but it's sketchy. Let's put it that way.
Geopolitics is a crazy place.
It is. Big up to you, Mo. Big up to you, Mo, and big up to you, Haywood, and everyone in the show today. Big up to you. The guy was just so smart. He waited for him to drop the microphone so he doesn't hit the microphone. He just went to the right spot where this guy has no chance of surviving. He just went right to the spot there. And I always see when I watch movie, and we watch movie, and they just shoot someone head, and the way the blood gushes out, I feel like, this is too fake. This is too fake. But seeing this in real life,
but let's not do graphics and all. Like, there are kids watching. Let's move on from this. This is like not our area or
I know. It's about, anyway, we're gonna move on from there. We change the topic. We're gonna move on from there. Thank you very much, Mykhailo, for just coming up with the RIP. We don't want to go into details in it, but it's just horrific. May's soul rest in peace, and then God help the rest. The family. Let them be able to grieve very well. Blue Line said, you've been busy all over the past few days, but always popping by to hit the like and then on the stream also. Thank you very much, Mo. I know how busy you are. That's why I always say that when you're free, you can join us here on the chat. You said, did you want to say anything? I feel like I saw your arm up or something.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay. This is an individual commenter from JC and him. Have anyone of the other Ukrainian players tested positive? That's the big question.
No,
why is it more
hurt by now? But that means that only he had whatever this thing is, which leans it even more towards the Ukrainian FA. Which apparently Shevchenko gave like the green light for him to have. And then he's since not answering like calls and messages from Mudryk, which all I'm gonna say is that is dodgy in itself. You've literally said, yeah, this is okay, you can do this and whatnot, and then it's gone wrong and you've just gone radio silent on the guy. Like, it's on you. It literally is on you for approving it and stuff like that.
I'll explain a little bit. See, the World Anti-Doping Agency, which is responsible for carrying out tests and everything, is independent of any federation, football federation, athletic federation, anybody. They have none of these federations have any influence on the anti-doping agency, and the purpose of that was to keep it away from the influence. You would have seen like there have been scandals like the Sochi Olympics, where Russia was kind of accused of maintaining a state-sponsored doping program. There have been like Soviet states and like communist states who do that. There have been instances in past. So the anti-doping agency, it's very hard for them to be a judge here. What they do is they have been very clear. Whatever goes into the body is responsibility of the sportsman. Now it can be even a nation state doing that, but it is the player who is sanctioned. Then they appeal, and if it is proven that the player was not intentionally doing it and it was a mistake, then he can have reduced ban. Still will have a ban, because as long as that substance is in his body, he will not be allowed to compete. So he has been already away from football for almost 1 year, and I think if it comes to conclusion and appeals and all that, he might get if he gets a short and long ban. And if we hear everything like as it is, like it is the federation which has by mistake put a bad substance in his body, and he's saying like he was not aware of it, it is a mistake, then it is hard to prove for him. And maybe because of that he took lie detector tests, or trying to somehow prove that he was not aware. It is by mistake, or it is by the federation which has put the substance in his body. So he's been trying to make a case for himself. I think if he gets a ban and with the appeal it is reduced, and he has already been out of football for almost 1 year, he can come back and he can have a career. And hopefully, he was starting to already show good signs under Maresca. He's lost so many years. I do not know what Chelsea will take a call on him. They will sell him, or they will still keep him and try to see whether he can be developed and flipped later on, or that will be coming only afterwards. But for the moment, the body which is going to put a ban is independent of football. It is not the football authorities who will be banning him. It will be the international anti-doping agencies, and he has the right to appeal to them. They have the right to refuse, and if he still does not agree, he has the right to go to this CAS or what, like the International Tribunal,
Court arbitration
court for the sports affairs and all. And there he can have his ban overturned even. But as a standard procedure, anti-doping agency will put a ban on him, and he will have to fight it through. And I understand from the more and more what we are hearing, he has been fighting it. And actually, it's not the boy who has taken it himself.
Well said, JC. Lot has been said on it, but I'm kind of, I don't know, why was he the only person giving that injection? Just like
he might have had like a muscular issue or something, and they use it. I think they use it for like cell regeneration, stuff like that, to aid the process. So if that's what it was, then that would probably be why.
There is a report there on Twitter or somewhere, but I don't believe these Twitter things. It's not a verified scientific
what they say,
journalism place. But somebody mentioned there, like he was having fitness issues, like he was not able to breathe properly because of heavy exercising or something, and the physio or the doctor of the team gave him this injection, and which was in consent with the manager or Shevchenko or whoever it was. And basically, for the boy, he's not a doctor, but he is responsible in terms of like international anti-doping agency. He will get the ban because the substance is in his body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it was something to do with pretty much what me and JC were saying, where there was some sort of issue and stem cells are supposed to aid with that. And then that would be why he had it and no one else. But at the end of the day, if he appeals it, he could probably get it reduced if they've got the hard evidence. This you'll remember, I think it was 6 or so months ago, it came out that they've got some form of evidence that could help him. And then he also done a lie detector, although lie detectors can't be used in any form of court. I presume they wouldn't be able to in a hearing either. So when you factor that in, if he's able to appeal, I think it gets reduced. Then you have to factor in the fact that normally what happens is they factor in the time that you've already served of your ban. So say it got reduced to 2 years. By the time you get the hearing done, by the time the appeals are done, he's pretty much going to have a Pogba situation, which after a couple months, he'll be free to play type thing. That's probably what ends up happening. If I was to take a guess on what's going to happen, if they've got the actual evidence of this and it's the only thing that he did that was different to anyone else, and the fact that if they can prove Shevchenko green lighted it and then he started ignoring him as well, as if he knew the whole time that it was dodgy type thing, it probably gets reduced. But he'll still have technically a ban, but factoring in, like I say, if it gets reduced, then the time he's already done, you're talking over a year by that point. There's not much time left to serve of it. So,
all right. I know someone is asking, can Chelsea sue the Ukrainian FA for this problem? Chelsea cannot do that. Chelsea cannot.
Technically, we probably could.
No, from what I read, Chelsea cannot sue the Ukrainian FA. Chelsea cannot do that to resolve the doping case involving Mudryk. Now, recent reports indicate that Chelsea legal teams is considering legal action against the UAF, but potentially it's going to be very difficult.
I mean, he's our player. You've basically done us with this, which has hurt the value of the player.
Right.
So
does he need Chelsea's permission to inject the player if he's not doing well? If he's not doing well, let's say sick, I
think they'd have to talk to the club, but clearly Chelsea would have known that this would have been an issue. So
even there is one thing. There's a rule. If a player goes on international duty and gets injured and he misses some games or so there are some losses because of that, the nation's football association pays compensation. It's a fixed amount, like there is some agreed amount for the player to the club. This is not injury. This is something different. But there is a precedent where, like, if a player is on international duty and he gets injured, then there is some compensation. Now, it might not be millions and millions and like case by case.
Like maybe a few thousand type thing.
Yeah, something like that or something. But there is some compensation. But that is for injuries. This is not injury. This is something different, So.
All right.
Just quickly.
If then I'll read this for you. Go ahead.
Yeah, just quickly. So, like I said, right, if they've got evidence of this, it'll go in his favor. Also, the fact that I believe it was the month prior to this happening, he'd already been tested and he was clean. Then he got tested a month later and suddenly there's something in his system. Plus the fact that he appears to be the only one that tested positive, which means it must have been from this one thing that he did that's different to everyone else. I'd argue, like, I'm no lawyer or any of that yet, but I'd argue based on what we know, if I was to say, like, he's got a strong case technically for the fact that, 4 weeks early or whatever, I was clean. There was nothing in my system. I go away in national duty. I'm the only player to have this injection for the stem cells. I'm the only player that tested positive. Therefore, the anomaly is that. Then, yeah, at the end of the day, I'd argue he's got a strong case if they've got evidence on top of that as well.
Right. Thank you very much. What's the name? Is it Caesar? Is it Sigza?
Sixer, I think.
Yeah,
FAB
Sigza.
like
Big up to you,
Mr.
Sigza.
Abramovich, pay fine and don't speak.
Thank you, Caesar. Thank you very much for
Pay
your
and don't
comment.
speak.
And Moise actually, why can't we see them? There's a few articles here I can read out to you, so we can all be on the same page. It's they can't inject our player with a banned substance. That is the question that I was asking. Why is he? This is deliberate sabotage. The deliberate sabotage from Ukrainian government. Makim said, "What punishment is Chelsea going to receive within the 74 charges? 8 million to 10 million." Makim, when you go to bed, just
what's
sleep.
being
Don't worry
reported is a
about it.
similar fine to what we got with UEFA, which was 8 million. So somewhere in that range.
Exactly. Yeah. And we have DJ Sav also joining us from here. But before we DJ Sav jump in, let me go through this. This is what I came up with: a doping case in English FA matter. So I said that it's going to be difficult for Chelsea to sue them, because you have to remember the doping agency is a different jurisdiction compared to transfer also. So this is what I got out. The current saga is a doping case handled by the English Football Association, not a transfer dispute. Mudryk plays for Chelsea, an English club, and the test was conducted in England. Okay, that was the first paragraph. And also in late 2024, Mudryk tested positive for meldonium, a banned performance-enhancing substance, and has been previously suspended since December. I'm going to go into this. Okay, this one said a separate claim legal report indicated that Chelsea's lawyers may be exploring legal actions against UEFA, not for the jurisdiction over the doping case, not for the jurisdiction over the doping case itself, but because the UEFA was involved with Mudryk during the November 2024 international break, when he retained a positive test. So if Chelsea have to get involved, not for the doping test, but then what really happened? I mean, standing in for their player. But I don't know if he has to do with the doping test reporting. I mean, from what I'm gathering from these article. So I don't know if anyone has anything else we can share. You guys can share with that. So we have a DJ here, so I'm going to change the layout so I can have him in the stream. But thank you, guys. Thank you very much, JC, DJ, Makim, everyone bringing up their comment on the stream. Thank you very much for the comment. Let me take this one. Makim is just laughing over here. Let's see this. Sigza, I think Sigza, right? His punishment has to be points deduction for both City and Chelsea. They can't be stripped of titles. The players work hard for the paying fine is too lenient of a punishment. That is from our friend here. When you read this comment, people will say this guy is not a Chelsea fan. People could say this guy is not a Chelsea fan.
Can I answer him actually?
Yeah.
So there's a lot of emotion in that, but people need to really take it in the perspective is nobody really knows for clarity what are the breaches. The breaches for Chelsea are like for 3 players. While making the purchase of those 3 players, there were additional payments made on the sidelines to the agents. The players were still bought, and the players were still coming to the club. It does not affect our performances in any way. It was not something like doping or something. But there are regulations there are rules which regulate the procedures of the agents and everything. So, and
Shame on you. Shame on you, Sixer.
Taking into the count what exactly are the breaches, if people will first study the breaches, I think paying a fine is, I would say, is quite heavy penalty already.
Okay. Let me change this layout for. Let me see if this one might work better. Still not working. I have to change it again. Hopefully it works.
I've got
Come
to
on,
go
where's that?
out the room for a second, but they now let you make up to 16 templates for how to fit people in.
Oh,
So they
16.
doubled it.
Added. Oh, okay. I mean, they should. For how much I'm paying, a lot of money.
It's for everyone, I think. The same.
No, not for everyone. They have different packages.
No, I think the 16 template thing is for everyone from what it looked like when I opened up StreamYard. But yeah,
okay.
I got to hop off for a second. I'm still sort of here, but I'll be in and out.
Okay. I know what you're saying. So yeah, I got the message. So get it and I'll be here. But thank you very much. He said, he says deducted 74 points from Chelsea and 115 points for Manchester City. Is it because of the 115, 74? That makes sense, isn't it? All right, 74 breaches, 74 points. 115 breaches, it means that 115 points. That's so easy. It makes the work so easy for him. Let me get Yusuf over here because he's got his camera on, so I'll move him up there. Thank you very much. But thank you very much, brother, for your comments. Smash that like button, people. Let's see if we can get have a DJ Saf. He's been the mayor of London, very, very busy. And so I haven't seen him for a while. But I talked to his brother today. Probably that's why DJ is coming here to fight with me today.
He looks like Sandy Khan.
What's that?
What was that? Like Mayor of London, huh?
Yeah, Mayor of London.
Nah, bruv. Not at all, man. I've just been busy with work. Seriously,
Yeah.
been mad. It's been madness. You know, you guys know month end, year end, man. It's the worst ever. Do you know what I mean? So got so much of those to do, and you're doing all that. It just takes up so much of your time and day at work. By the time you get back home, it's late. That's why I've been not on your streams any for that reason, bro. That's all, mate. Because I've been coming back there, and then when I do come in the comics section, it's only because I've just come back from work and I'm in your comics section after that. So that's the reason being. Nah, bro. Listen, I didn't even know. Did you speak? You said you spoke to Dan today. Did you? I didn't even know you spoke to Dan today, bro.
Yeah, I spoke to Dan. I said because I'm fighting with Dan, so DJ's not going to come to the stream. Yeah.
Oh no, bruv. Not at all, bruv. Not at all. Not at all. You know. No, listen. First of all, I just want to say it's not a good day today. I've had my phone from this afternoon onwards, or whatever time it was, going like crazy. Obviously because of the charges that we got told about. The funny thing of all is the timing of it. You see, everyone comes back from international football, the club's feeling great, players have done well, and all of a sudden, this idiot Martin Ziegler decides to drop this big bombshell about Chelsea's charges. This guy, I'll be real with you. This guy, when it comes to Chelsea, Martin Ziegler.
To be fair, it wasn't him. It was the actual FA that reported it, and then all the journalists jumped on it.
Oh no, but apparently Martin Ziegler said it. I don't know if you went. Apparently Martin Ziegler was saying this some time back. I don't know how long ago. I think he stated it some time.
That guy hates us. But I've got a good image I can send you on Twitter about what his run probably looked like.
I can imagine, bruv. Yeah, but listen, it's not a good day, is it? You know, hearing all this today, the charges and all that today. I've been seeing a lot of nonsense coming in from rival fans saying throw the book at them. We could have had Eden Hazard. He could have gone to United or Arsenal. Instead, Chelsea came and made an illegal payment and got legal payments to go and bring him to the club. Utter nonsense. If anyone actually remembers Eden Hazard's talk, he actually said before the Champions League final against Bayern Munich, whatever team wins that Champions League final, he's going to join them. So I don't understand where Arsenal fans and United fans are getting their energy from about him going to be a United or Arsenal player. That was never in the making. I know Tottenham had talks of him because Harry Redknapp did speak to him, but he turned down Spurs. Let's be real, everyone turns down Spurs. Yeah, that's the reason why he didn't go there, right? But in terms of the situation, I mean, 74 charges. I've seen what people. I mean, all of a sudden, it's plus his Manchester City's 115 charges, and the book seems to be thrown more at us. And apparently, we've got 8 days to appeal this. Why have we got such least time to appeal this charge when Manchester City have had all the other times to do it, but yet we get 8 days to appeal this
anyway?
I know he did, bro. That's the other thing. I know they did self-report. I get that. Which they went and done, but still, I personally don't think we're going to get points deduction. I'm seeing a lot of people saying, "Oh, tarnish their trophies, deduct them points." I think for me personally, it's going to be a fine, and it's probably going to be 2 transfer window bans. That's what I think is going to happen to us, or one or the other. All right, I don't think we're going to be. Which means one thing: Yeah, we have to go and sign players this January because obviously some will probably end up being banned. Yeah, so we get all players done, business done in January again. So in that kind of like way, I have to say, yeah, it's not. And obviously, I'm not happy as a Chelsea fan. Fans can come at us, you know, your rival fans. You can come at us and say all you like about us tarnishing our trophies. You cheated. We did not cheat because before these charges went into place, when the year this actually happened, Chelsea actually won a Champions League before that. Yeah, and we won other trophies before that. So don't give us this nonsense about, oh yeah, you know what? Have their trophies tarnished from them. Take their titles away from them. All their cups away from them. Why? Why is that now? Because because that's what Arsenal, Manchester United, and all the fans want to see happen because they want to see us known as a club here that only relied on Roman's money to get to where we got. Remind you, people, we actually won trophies long before Roman bought our football club. People forget that. But those who don't know Chelsea or don't know anything about the history of our football club will not know that. They'll only know, oh, Chelsea coming into after 2004, 2005. But anyone that is not a Chelsea fan or even was a Chelsea fan that didn't know that would know that from them would know we won things long before Roman bought this football club. It might have not been Premiership titles, but we actually won European trophies as well. So I'm not having any of this nonsense coming from rival fans. Yes, it's not a good. It doesn't look good for us. It doesn't look good for us as a club. Yeah, but this was done under the old regime. I mean, obviously, these guys have come and reported it now. Todd Bowley and co have done that now. So, yeah, they're now apparently saying on today's statement, apparently they're going along with what the FA are saying, that they're actually happy with the things that's ongoing. FA are now, apparently they're now looking into all our books going back from that time. So I can only see it, as I said, I can just see it being a fine and possibly one transfer window ban. That's what I can only see happen. But yeah, as a fan, though, it's not great hearing it still.
Thank you very much, DJ. Yusuf, want to jump in? You have your hands up. Yusuf, go for it.
Right. Couple things, DJ. I just want to say on two things you said. One, you said, oh, yeah, everyone's rejecting Spurs. Times have changed. Xavi Simons didn't do that. Kudus didn't do that. But yeah, forget that now. Second thing, about like the charges and everything, and the rival fans wanting Chelsea to be the only club that relies on Roman's money and everything. It's the exact same with Manchester City. We're all seeing all those rival fans as well complaining about Man City not getting any punishments either. I mean, you're giving us the same treatment, but come on. It's looking like Man City have probably paid the Premier League off. I mean, some people would say that. I'm not going to say that on here. But we genuinely don't know what those charges are, even with Man City as well. We know what some of them are, which is with some of the sponsorship deals from what I've heard. But I will say that there's a couple of comments in the comment section that I want to address. One is from Mobbos saying, "What's wrong with having integrity and reporting the facts? Nothing wrong with that, is there? We're trying to clean. I was trying to say clean our club, but I'm gonna reword that. We're trying to the current ownership are trying to look at what the past ownership did and see, okay, yeah, they were trying to see, was there little dodgy payments here and there? Let's just self-report them, and then nothing will be talked about of it. And then we got in the comment section here. Let me try and find it here. He said then a year relegated would be nice. Say that for Man City as well then. Yeah, we've got Sixer saying too lenient. Give Spurs their Premier League title. Never happening, mate. Never happening. And then Mobbase asked to JC in here, so if I shoot someone and admit to it, should I escape prison? That's a completely different scenario, mate.
Oh my God.
That's a complete different scenario. The fact you even got to that, analogy, shame on you, mate.
Hey.
Shame on you. This is completely different.
Hey.
Completely different. I know you're not a Chelsea fan either. I can tell you're an Arsenal or United fan as well. So I'd like to hear what club you support in the comments. But yeah, I mean that's all. Yeah, even it says here, as Sixer said, JC we're both cheats, mate. I mean there was something I saw. Now this guy has a lot of divided opinions on the internet, but in this one I actually agree with him. Rory Jennings, he said on the overlap that everyone are cheats. Even Jamie Carragher agreed, because players, managers, everyone trying to influence a referee's decision. I know this is going away from the topic, but this is kind of linked of, paying referees off. We all know Barcelona did that a lot of years ago. So this is all similar of,
match fixing.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. You can still get charges for that. So I actually agree with Rory Jennings and Jamie Carragher here. We're all cheats, because there is never not a scandal of referee being in favor of a club. But Chelsea Barcelona 2009, prime example of that. We then saw loads of examples of bad refereeing decisions last season, whether they're in favor of a club or not. Like, someone, obviously referees are getting paid, but they might have got extra payments from a club that's saying, we'll pay you this money just to give us the 3 points or 1 point or whatever. No club is clean. No club is clean. Go through every club's finances. Arsenal, Liverpool, even Chelsea, City, Tottenham, United. No club is clean.
And just a quick thing, and sorry, I know you want to come in. Just a quick thing. I saw a Barcelona fan in the comment section, right? Who is this guy to come and say? Big up to you, by the way. But you're coming at us and saying about Chelsea should this and that. You're a Barca fan. What about the nonsense you guys done in Spain, then, bro? How come you guys get away with so much nonsense in Spain? Yeah, more or less. I don't know what you guys go and do, but how many times you guys have been done in Spain over certain things about your club, and for whatever reason or other, lo and behold, you guys get sorted out and you're able to do things. That one time you couldn't register players for a reason or another.
Who's speaking? Is that DJ speaking?
That's me speaking, yeah.
Where is he? DJ, are you there?
Huh? I'm here, bro.
I can't see you.
Oh, yeah, I know you're Dingley. Yeah.
There you go.
So yeah, I mean, so Barcelona fans, for them to come in the comments and say what they're saying, I mean, I'm surprised at a Barcelona fan, really, because they do wrongdoings in their country anyway. But again, they've been caught out enough times. Probably same with Real Madrid. But yet, when it comes to Chelsea, because of the stuff that goes on, yeah, people want to throw the book at Chelsea. Hey, understandable. You're a rival fan. I understand that. You want to see whatever bad happens to my football club. Fair enough. I can understand that. But don't come on here making out that your club is clean, because you're far from clean. Your club is far from it. Same with Manchester City fans. I had a Manchester City fan had the nerve to actually tweet me, X me on X to tell me, throw the book at your club, bro. You need to be tarnished with your trophies. Really, this has come from a Manchester City fan telling me that. Are we really doing this? Are we really, really doing this, Manchester City fans? You guys are worse off than we are in what you guys have gone and done, yeah? So don't come at Chelsea fans and say, "Oh, throw the book at them, do this and do that." Have our trophies. Your trophies will be tarnished long before ours was, and you'll end up probably getting relegated before we do, because at least we actually we grasped ourselves in. You guys were actually found out, and I guarantee you this another thing, Nee, right? Yeah, a lot of these clubs that think they're getting away with nonsense. Chelsea have gone and done the right thing in obviously grasping ourselves in, right? Yeah. If the truth does come out now, we'll probably get less of a punishment than most. You might see other clubs now coming out of their blue now, because I think if Chelsea don't get punished really, really badly, you might see other clubs then start to come out and say, well, if Chelsea can do that, let's now come. And you probably see a lot of these other clubs in the Premiership and everywhere else saying, oh, well, we got done for this, we're going to be getting it done that. But as far as I'm concerned, that will all that. Yeah, sorry, go on, JC.
Yeah, just one thing I wanted to. I said it earlier also. There is a lot of anticipation and a lot of like everybody's trying to figure out and make their own judgments when there is no information. And even the Chelsea fans are a little bit responsible if we are overreacting. These are not big faults Chelsea have done. I tell you, like if to three agents they paid like altogether 5 million each extra money,
Yeah.
that's 15 million. That's peanuts for PSR purposes. They should have reported those payments. And how hard it is for this reporting for people to understand.
Yeah.
For signing Hazard, Abramovich first invited him to his boat. He took his boat to France after
Yeah.
the Champions League victory, and he was invited, and Hazard went to the boat,
Yeah.
and then the next day he said, "I'm signing." Basically, just visiting the boat and having a glass of wine should have also been reported, because that's also compensation on the sidelines. These rules are so like they can be so vaguely. And do you think did it make any unfair advantage for Chelsea winning the Premier League? Because when Hazard was invited to the boat of Abramovich, who apparently had the largest boat in the world. So that should have been also been a tool of like using for the Chelsea promotion and all. These rules, I tell you, if you start digging every club, you can find everything at any club. But these, in the terms
Yeah.
of context, these are not huge violations, and it
Yeah.
is good. They are not small as well. That Chelsea has taken them seriously, reported them, paid the fines, paid the taxes, reported everybody. We are setting an example for the rest of the teams.
But I
We
don't
are setting
understand,
a
Noni.
precedent for the rest of the teams to follow. You guys should also do due diligence and start reporting your clubs.
Do you know what I don't understand though? Where do they get
Yeah.
74 charges from? That's what I
Yeah,
don't
that is.
understand.
I read somewhere like
you
everything
look
becomes
at
a charge.
if you look at
The tax is not paid. There is backdate tax. There are some fines for not backdated tax. Then
Right.
everything becomes a charge. Like everything, every small penalty will become a charge. If they send an email and Chelsea has not replied, or they miss some answering
Oh
some
my
email,
God.
that becomes a charge. The moment Chelsea replies to that email, that charge is gone.
Yeah.
So this,
If you look at it as it says on the screen, I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm not reviewing that right now, but it was on the screen.
No.
If you let me see if I can get there. But yeah,
That's
if you
all
look
right,
at
I just want to find
regulation,
out.
regulation J1 and regulation C and C2, there are lots of informations under each regulation. So if you have 10 under regulation J1, all goes against Chelsea. If you have 20 regulations under regulation C2, all goes against Chelsea. And you have a regulation J1 and C2, A1, B3, and I think, yeah, those are the regulations. And it all started from a long time ago. That was 2009
So
to
basically, these are
2022.
four main and which are relating to the payments to the agents on the
So what I
side.
don't
Exactly.
understand why report this all now after everyone's coming back from international football? Why not do it while everyone was on international duty then? They have to do it when everyone is coming back. The Prem's about to kick off again, okay, and they have to throw this one at Chelsea at Chelsea Football Club now and its fans. For
It
what? I
can
mean,
be
what are
the
they trying to
other way
do?
around also, DJ, because
Yeah.
Chelsea has also come out with a statement, and Chelsea is happy that it is being resolved now. Chelsea wants
Yeah.
it resolved fast. So,
Mm.
so if they have come out,
Or 8
like if
days
they
to.
came out earlier, Chelsea said we are even happier. Come out fast and close this chapter and move on. Move on.
It's
Chelsea
8
wants it.
days. We've got 8 days to appeal it, haven't we? Apparently,
Yeah,
reports
but
are.
like that is good. Chelsea is happy. Chelsea would have already replied, I tell you. Because their statements, Chelsea's statement says, we are happy. This is chapter is now to its close and
Yeah.
resolution. So I don't think they will even wait for 8 days. They might have asked like 8 days are enough, and Chelsea would have said, yeah, more than enough. Give us 2 days. We are ready. We just want it closed.
So between
So
all of you
behind the
here,
scenes, it looks like it should be. It's not that bad as people, and people are making judgments. Even me
yeah,
and you are making judgments, not knowing.
yeah,
So I understand rival
no,
fans becoming very, very, very like, oh, ban them, this and that,
yeah,
overreaction.
of course.
But then the defense mechanism kicks in, and the Chelsea fans are also like, this is nonsense. I mean,
No, I agree. I agree. It's not nonsense because we've done it. I agree, Nick Jason. We have done it. It's happened. But what I will say is, before I came onto your channel, Nick,
But
I
the
was going
fact
through.
is, the fact is like
Yeah.
there are some rules which have been broken, and Chelsea have been self-reported, and we'll
Yeah.
pay. It looks like we'll pay the fine, and it's close of the story, and that's it.
Well, I did read before I came on. I don't know if Nee's going to go and find it. I read the Daily Mirror put out that we could be deducted 10 points. There's a possibility we could be
We're
deducted
not
10
getting
points.
deducted by the FA. We're not getting deducted by the FA.
Okay, I think you saw the
there are
article,
2-3.
Stephen, as well from the Mirror.
I think
No,
Metcalf
but it's
and
the
all
Mirror,
others are
so
saying
I
that.
wouldn't have believed it anyway.
DJ Mirror reports everything. Everything they see in the world, they report it.
Yeah.
Everything they see or they hear, they'll put it in on their platform to attract. They know they're gonna get interest from people. Just like how you were so fascinated about it, like 10 points. 10 points. You get what I'm saying? So yeah. I'm not surprised. I mean,
I know Matt Law put out that.
Guys, I'll take a few of your comments. Give me a second, please.
Yeah,
go ahead, DJ.
No, so Matt Law reported him as well. He actually said that we expect, according to him, he's saying that Chelsea are expecting to be charged as they were by the by FIFA for our situation there.
UEFA.
Supposed to be the same charge. UEFA, sorry.
UEFA.
For the same charge. Yeah, UEFA
Everyone's
for the same
reporting
charge.
that.
Yeah. Go on, sorry, Nick, go on.
No, I didn't say anything. It was Stephen who was talking.
No, I'm just saying because I came when you were going to go to the comments section.
At the end, he just once said, the guy, the previous owner, left 2 billion with the government. Come on, you have some.
I mean, he didn't willingly. It's meant to be going to Ukraine, and they shifted it.
Yeah,
still stuck in the bank account, frozen.
He gave up 2 billion. What is fine of 5-8 million? Come on, move on. Let's move on.
Thank you very much, DJ JC. That's the voice of top, football fans over here reacting to Mykhailo Mudryk's situation, and also Chelsea being fined or charged 74 breaches, which is regulation A1, regulation B3, A2, and A3 on FIFA regulations. And that's what is being put out there. There's been a few speculations on how much or what are the charges going to be. Some said it could be close to what UEFA charged Chelsea, which is 8 million. So let's say 10 million. And also the few news coming out that it could be 10-point deduction from Chelsea. Can Chelsea handle 10-point deduction? It's something that you and I we're going to look into. Also, I have one question coming from our fan over here. I think the CFC gamer said Arnold Slot and Enzo Maresca, who is of a better manager. We want to see what these managers have in their possession, and then we'll come up with our own opinion on what we think, who is the best manager. I know we have to throw our Chelsea uniform away and look at the bigger picture if we want to analyze this very well. We'll make sure we touch on it before we leave the stream. But big up to everyone here on the stream today. Is it King Cole, right? Is it King Cole? King Cole is the name. It says, I wonder how many other clubs have found irregularities when purchasing and not reporting anything. UTC, big up to you, brother. I hope you are doing very well. Big up to everyone, all the new faces on today's platform. Big up to you. Then our friend here by the name of Sigza says investigate every Premier League club and see what comes out of it. If you have the money, why wouldn't they do it? So says love how Makim lights the fire and sit back and watch the carnage and watch the carnage from DJ. Rich Moneymaker, big up to you, man. It says according to my sources, we miss out on potential sleeve sponsor. Thanks for the news today. I remember I think JC even said that. Is that one of the reasons why we're having issues with sponsorship with all these charges around us? Maybe people don't want to get into it, spend so much money sponsoring Chelsea, and then ended up being relegated. That could be a reason why this is holding. But I heard yesterday that a sleeve sponsor could be announced today. I don't know what is happening.
I don't think they said today.
Okay, I thought it would be revealed today, but anyway. So Cole Palmer said we are finished above us now. Anyway, we are finished above. Rich Moneymaker said, okay, this is from JC. But thank you guys for your comments. Keep it coming, Rich Moneymaker. All right, so this is directly to JC here. Rich Moneymaker. Okay, this is individual conversation. Caesar said the Caesar says I'll say it again. I don't care. We are cheat. If you say I don't care, we are cheat. He is a Barcelona fan, as he's made it clear in this previous conversation in the chat. He says, I think if you aren't cheating, you aren't trying too hard enough. I want you to stop crying about it. That final now. Okay, from
it wasn't a final. It was a semi-final where we had multiple decisions that should have been penalties and red cards. So actually, you know what? All I'm gonna say is, when we play you at Stamford Bridge this time, yeah, I pray we whoop you and whoop you on another level like we did PSG. That's all I'm saying.
100%.
I'm sure he's there.
Then it's not just sticking it to Barca for being cheats, yeah. It's sticking it to UEFA as well.
Yeah, Mo said there's a DJ remind the Barca fan about match fixing.
Yeah.
All right. So you want to say that we need to humble Barca in the UCL. Absolutely, I can't wait to get them here. There will be, remember, it's so unfortunate that we're not playing Barcelona in the Champions League. So unfortunate because Barcelona are renovating their stadium.
We are playing them.
We're playing them at Stamford Bridge.
Not away. I'm talking about away at their home ground.
It'd be even more corrupt.
We won't play them at their home ground because their stadium
fixing.
The stadium is going. I think they're renovating the stadium, and it's so hard that they can't even play at the this weekend. They have a weekend. I mean, their league game. They can't even play at the Olympic Stadium because Mr. Post Malone will be practicing there and will be hosting a show there. So Post Malone is even more important than Barcelona. Barcelona have to go and play at the women's stadium and the women's pitch, and the women's pitch is now ready to host a Premier League game because certain VIP sections have to be rebuilt, has to be done there before they can play there. So no one even know where Barcelona will play their league games. It's very difficult for Barcelona. But anyway, it says the big clubs pay big players bonuses. They pay their parents money, even give their friends jobs. They're all cheating. We've seen this with Mbappe, Neymar, etc. It's common thing. So yeah, Barcelona fans have accepted the cheating thing to be part of them. I don't think the English fans really accept that. So, but he has accepted that. We move on from there. Yes, we lost potential sponsors for Sleeve today. Thanks to the. I don't know. I want to know, how did we lose it? Is there any report there that says we've lost it? I want to know. Because I know it was supposed to be a lunch today, but I don't know how we lost it. I want to know, guys, is there anything there that says we lost it? Please.
I've not seen anything today at all, Stan. I know there was supposed to be something today. Not today. It was not a sponsor itself, but I know it was supposed to be discussed about potentially whether it's going to be the one. I can't remember who the sleep sponsor even is. But I know it was something. There was supposed to be some discussions going on today about it by hierarchy, by everyone at the hierarchy at Stamford Bridge. So I don't know what's happened with that one. If they did do it, or because of this news that's come out now, they kind of like put those discussions on hold because they were dealing with this stuff. So I don't know, and it makes you wonder why we haven't done our shirt sponsors either at the moment. Maybe because they knew this thing was going to happen, and that's probably why they're not doing a sponsor at the moment, because they're going to see what happens with this. Like I said, I don't think it's going to be anything bad, apart from a fine and a transfer ban. That's about it, I think. But they still shouldn't stop sponsor. I mean, look at Manchester City. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Haven't their ones something done putting theirs up to 100 million or something like that? Their Etihad Airways or something like that, despite their situation. Is there something that came out in the last couple of days about that? Do you guys have heard about that?
City?
About Manchester City's one, yeah. Something about Etihad Airways.
They had their stuff with the Premier League about the associated party transaction stuff.
Which was okay. That was given an okay, wasn't it? They said it was fine for him to do that.
I can't remember. I can't remember the ins and outs, but apparently it was a win for City whilst also maintaining the Premier League rules on that are fair or some BS. I don't know. I don't get how they can say that City won it, but the Premier League rules were also proven that they're fair. That makes no sense to me. How could you have both happen? Makes no sense. But yeah, not to get away from the topic too much, I'll let Lee carry on.
Okay. Thank you very much, Stevie, on that. Is it unsubscribed means? Yeah, unsubscribed means that I'm a bit confused. So what was Chelsea Football Club handed to Rain Group before the owners required the club?
Rain Group are the people that were like doing the sale and stuff like that.
We're winning at Stamford Bridge. I will be here. Do a watch along. All right. I will be here. I'll be waiting for you.
Watching the Barca fans walk out of the stadium crying.
Yeah,
like
same here. Yeah, I'll be there. I'll be listening to the old Barca.
I'll hopefully be there as well.
Yeah, just to remind you, Barca fans, of what Fernando Torres did to you guys back at the Camp Nou, along with Ramirez. That'll be the same scenario that will happen at Stamford Bridge. Yeah,
you'll get more comfortable this time.
Yeah, you'll be swearing behind the goal as you did to poor Fernando Torres after he scored that goal.
Yeah,
Chelsea fullback score lock up Lamine Yamal is what I'm saying.
Yeah, and also
that'll be a good one.
I mean, we weren't really bothered about this player, but I mean, Fermin Lopez, he's going to regret not joining. That's what I'm saying.
And one other thing, Stephen just said that we got to find a way of locking up Lamau. Spot on, bro. They've got to find a way of locking up locking up Esteval. Good luck in doing that one.
Esteval and Palmer and João Pedro.
And Palmer and João Pedro.
Mate, they're finished.
Good luck.
Pedro Neto. Can you stop all these players? Cucurella alone. Cucurella who pocket Lamine Yamal in his pocket.
Oh yeah, I remember Cucurella scores in that game, man.
Remember, Cucurella always got 3 pockets.
Cucurella played for Barca as well. I forgot.
He did come from the academy. He did.
Oh,
he did.
Cucurella goal against Barca. We need it.
If Cucurella scores a goal against Barca and doesn't celebrate, I will be very upset with him. I'm gonna ask why. You don't have any tie with this team anymore. Why? You've been from Barcelona to with Brighton to Chelsea. What's the connection there? Bro, you got to celebrate. Yeah. You got to celebrate.
Spot on, bro. Spot on. 100%. It has to be done. And one other thing also, after you guys find it a tough time dealing with Esteval, you then got to deal with Gittins for the last 10 minutes of the game. I'm sure he's going to come with you guys.
You know who's next?
Ace, bro.
Alejandro.
Let's not forget Garnacho, man. Let's not forget Garnacho. Yeah, you know what, bro? I can actually see him scoring against Barcelona. To be honest, it'll be the kind of thing he'll do.
He will. Yeah. He will. He likes people to chant out his name, so he will do that. He's a merchant. He'll like to do that. Don't be surprised. He'll go to Old Trafford and bang in a beautiful goal, and you'll be
overhead kick, bro. Yeah, overhead kick. Everton, like he did against Everton, right?
Yeah, big up to you, Maya. Maya sharing our link live on X, watching us live on X.
When it comes to Garnacho, bro. Look at him. He's so excited at Garnacho. Look at him, man.
All right, Mo. Big up to you, Mo. The ring group where the moderators. Who did we lose?
Mediators.
JC went, and I'm gonna have to head off now, Nia.
Okay. All right.
Big up to you, Yusuf, bruv.
Big
up to everyone, and up the Chelsea. See you guys soon.
Up the Chelsea, man. Up the Chelsea.
Okay. Hopefully we can have. I think we can have. Jesse. Jesse wants to jump on and contribute and have a say on this. Anyway.
Sorry, Nick.
Yeah, he says a Cole Palmer subscribed and notification on is on. Okay. I don't know. He's talking about Cole Palmer in the chat.
Yeah, you'd love him at Barcelona, wouldn't you, mate? You would love Cole Palmer at Barcelona, mate. You know you would. Let's not say you wouldn't.
It says a couple months if Barcelona plays a high line, you best believe we smoke you sixer. All right, he will. That's what he's thinking over there. Did I miss anything? Did I miss anything? The ring group. Okay. That is coming from unsubscribe me over here. Then King Cool is the name. It says Roman hide the ring group. That is from him. It says yes, a lot of sponsorship are concerned about the potential punishment from the Premier League, but our owners are trying to convince them that we won't get fined. We won't get fined from Rich Moneymaker. Thank you very much, Rich Moneymaker.
We'll only get fines, Nee. That's what they're trying to convince.
Oh, only get fines. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. We have hired the best accountant to go through all the data. That is true. That is true. So let's not turn these into Vaca versus Chitsy.
Oh, really? Vaca, I know what Vaca means, bruv.
Why
are you saying that?
Barca
bruv?
fans
That's
can't
not nice,
chat
bruv.
about cheating.
Yeah, mate. But I know what he means when he wears that word. When he says that other word, by the way, it's not. A
What's that? Is there something you can touch on, or you don't want to? I don't understand
I won't say on the stream what it means. But he knows.
All I'm
knows
saying
Sixer
is
what it means.
They are cheats, and they will use VAR to their favour. That's what I'm saying.
A Varka. Oh, yeah, VAR. No. Unless he's talking about VAR, unless he's trying to talk about VAR there, but he's added it, but by accident when he's typed that, he's done C8 at the end of it. Maybe he doesn't realise he's done that.
As in Varsa, not Barca, Varsa.
Oh, or maybe that even. Yeah, maybe.
That's what it is. That is what it is.
But that word though, that other word.
Oh,
that other
okay,
word says
so
it means it's also another. It's not nice either. I can tell you that as well. But I'd say that of the thing another time. Yeah, we'll mention it.
Well, Barca are the biggest cheats in here, so that's what I'm saying.
100%, mate. 100%.
So it means Varsa and then what? Chitsy. So we cheaters and then Chelsea.
Yeah.
The ironic thing is, Barca are the biggest cheats.
Yeah.
I mean, if you talk about cheating, Barcelona are the biggest cheats.
Corruption in
They've been doing that. They've been doing that for their women team, and they've been doing it for the men team. So both the women team and the men team are corrupt. Look at that.
Because of the way that stuff works in Spain, yeah. Do you know what's hilarious? Because of all the issues on the men's side of the game, the women's team only have 16 players in their squad now.
They can't even buy players.
That is low, bruv.
We were that close to bring in Atina Bonetta to Chelsea. We were that close.
There.
Bonmati.
True.
Bonmati too. Two of them, right, Steven?
No, you meant Bonmati.
Bonmati is the name, yeah. We were that close to bring him to the football club. I don't know why it didn't happen. But yeah,
not good for Barca. That's not good for Barca, I'm afraid. Sixer. Not good at all, bruv.
All right, so thank you very much, brother, for the comment, and then say thanks for having me. JC, my pleasure. It's you always welcome, JC. Everyone, like I said, always welcome. Yeah, big up to you, JC. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. I'm not sure if you message me. If you message me in the comments in the private section, definitely I don't go there because when I go there and message with my highlights, then I forget where I am. That's why I always don't go there. But if you message me on what do you call it? Discord, I'll definitely get it right away. We beat Bayern Jackson getting the red card. I promise you that is something that might happen. That is from Cole Palmer. I have to drop off. I might be back later, JC. Thank you very much, JC. Rich Moneymaker said, I repeat, our accountant have gone through all the data and has found nothing that gives us sporting advantage. If the Premier League try hard, but we will fight them. Absolutely. Nick Jackson getting sent off against us. Do you see that happening?
It would be
see that happening.
Jackson.
Yeah, he says Jackson. He sees Jackson getting a red card against us and then being sent off. Most that I can see us being hit with a transfer ban. To be honest with you, I don't think it will be such a bad thing, though. We have a lot of players.
We might when it gets to the Premier League sanctions, but from the FA, it's literally just money. It's just a fine.
Right.
Also, on this comment, the one drama after another equals the new Chelsea from unsubscribed minds. Chelsea have always had drama around them because the media always chat a load of rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
But big up to unsubscribed.
One
minds.
drama after
Yeah, I just
another.
read it.
Okay. You want to take the rest? Take the rest, and we can debate the one from the gamer. Take all the three.
Last transfer ban gave birth to some really talented young Chelsea players. Sixer says, "Stay away from my Spanish girls cheat sheet." Nah, I'm just rage baiting at this point.
Yeah,
it's all right, bro. I love you. I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
Unsubscribed mind says, "I guess our owners was thinking ahead, selling the women's team, even giving them their own YouTube channel. Next move would be to change the name." No, they're not changing the name.
Ain't happening.
They can't change the name anyway because I think the CPO even protects the women's team.
They do.
And also, they sold it to themselves so they can get more investment. It happened in France with Lyon. They sold it so that they could get more investment strictly on the women's side. So then that's how that works.
It's one other thing.
Aston Villa have gone and done it, but no one spoke crap about Aston Villa doing it, only Chelsea doing it. I wonder why.
Yeah, well, it's not a hard one to ask, is it, Stephen? Media.
No, I'm being sarcastic. I know the exact reason. It's because we're Chelsea.
Yeah, that's about spot on. 100%.
All right, before DJ, thank you very much. Stephen, thank you very much for jumping in and help with the comment. Before we end the stream, there's a question coming from CFC Gamer. He asks, who is a better manager or a coach? Is it Arne Slot or Enzo Maresca? So we just have to take a few, just 10 minutes to look at this. I'm going to start from DJ or Steven. DJ or Steven, if you can jump in if you're ready. I have mine then. Regarding what Arne Slot took over when he joined Liverpool, and what Enzo Maresca took over when he joined Chelsea. Which of these two managers would you say is a better manager?
DJ, do you want to go first?
It's a tough one to answer because I guess you could say because Slot won the Premiership title in his first season, you might as well say probably him being a better manager in terms of that. However, when obviously Maresca came into Chelsea, obviously no one gave him a Scooby Doo, if you like, that he was going to do anything or win anything. And what did he do in his first season in charge? He got us 2 trophies.
DJ, I'm not cutting you off. I know you're getting deeper into it. If you say Arne Slot won the Premiership in his first season, Enzo Maresca went on and won 2 in his first season.
That's what.
But look at the crop of players that he has, and look at the crop of players that Arne Slot also has.
That's why it's a bit of a I get that, Nee. And I think I think for me, I would have to say on merit in terms of that, I probably would say our manager, and that's only because I said it. Because remember I said it just after the comments. I did say after I said that thing that he did win 2 trophies with the players that we had. He did go and win us 2 trophies. And whereas everyone in this season gave Chelsea no prayer in hell, gave us no prayer whatsoever in terms of the Premiership, where we were going to finish, in terms of where we were going to do in the cups, in the cups competitions, and especially the World Club Cup tournament final. Yeah, no one gave us a prayer in that one. We were going to get absolutely battered, we were told, by PSG, and basically Maresca went and schooled one of the best managers for me in the world in Luis Enrique. Schooled him and got a great 3-0 win. So in that way, I would give it to my manager. And also I'd also give credit to Slot for what he did in his first season, but also Slot, to be fair to him, did always say that he felt Chelsea were more of a rival to him than the other clubs because he liked what we were doing. So I've got to give credit where credit is due in terms of that. So for me, Maresca, obviously, because he won the 2 trophies.
That makes a lot of sense. Steven. So you're going to Slot, right? And did you say Slot?
No, our manager. Maresca.
Maresca, okay. Steven.
For me, it depends because there's so many ways you can look at it. You could look at it that Arne Slot's more experienced. He's done it in a Dutch league, come over and done it in the Premier League. But the difference is he's been a manager for multiple years, whereas Maresca's been a manager for, this is just his third full season. He had the full season at Leicester. He had the full season at Chelsea. This is meant to be his second full season. He had half a season at Parma or Palermo in Italy. It might even have been a different team. I can't remember. Some Italian team, put it that way. But for me, it's not even bias. I lean towards Maresca for the fact that he had to build his team in a sense that he didn't have as many ready-made players. Sure, you had Reece James, but he was always injured, right? Until he came back in December, and Maresca's aided his recovery by playing him once a week, for example. Yeah, sometimes not even that, at least from the start. So he's had to actually use his and his staff's coaching skills to develop the players into being top talents or potential top talents and stuff like that. Whereas Arne Slot's come in and he's got a ready-made team. They won the league a couple years ago. And then on top of that, you've got the fact that they've not just got a ready-made team in the sense that the players have been there for a long time. They've got superstars. They've got Mo Salah. They've got Virgil van Dijk. They had Trent, who I question him defensively, but in terms of offensively, he's one of the best fullbacks there is in the world. I don't think anyone could dispute that, right?
No.
Defensively, sure, he's shaky, but offensively, Trent is one of the best there is. So for me, I have to go Maresca because he's had to develop that team over the course of the season, and then he went out and he just dismantled Luis Enrique and his PSG team, which everyone was saying after they won the Champions League, they're the best team in the world and all this. And then Maresca's gone there, who, remember, guys, championship manager. And he completely outsmarted him. Tactics were spot on. He exploited the spaces perfectly with how he set us up to go for the long balls to get him behind with Gusto, for example. And yeah, I just think also the fact that we've seen a lot of development from Maresca over the last 12 months with how he sets up and how he can vary his setup and things like that. So for me, I'll go Maresca because he didn't have the ready-made team. He doesn't have as much experience yet. He's come in, he's developed the players that Chelsea have. They've got better. I mean, look at Levi Colwill at the start of last season compared to the back end of last season, right? He went up multiple levels. Cucurella continued his development. Reece James is fit now because Maresca's managing him correctly. Trevor Chalobah, one of the better centre-backs, probably our best centre-back currently. Tosin looks solid. Like, the whole team started to
you didn't mention mention the goalkeeper.
Yeah, Sanchez has developed, but he's still got those mistakes in him which concern me. But my point was, as a manager, you can't really improve the goalkeeper, if that makes sense. That's more on your goalkeeping staff, if that makes sense. Your coaches on that side. You're more focused on your outfield players. So that's why I'm focusing more on that, what him and like the rest of his staff did with the outfield players. So yeah, I mean, for me, I have to go Maresca for the reasons that I stated. He don't have as much experience, but he clearly developed the players over the season. He didn't have as many ready-made he didn't have any ready-made players, if we're being honest. You had Cole Palmer and Cucurella and Caicedo. That was about it because Enzo had a bad season. But outside of that, we didn't really have anything. Jackson was Jackson. So it was all on him and his staff to develop these players. And like I said, he went out, he dismantled PSG. I'm not saying Slot's a bad manager, but I'm just saying...
No, we're not saying they are good managers, but who's the better of among the two? Yeah,
but my thing is, because of Maresca isn't as experienced, and yet he managed to develop the players to a point where they could dismantle PSG, and he developed so much tactically, because I think if that was earlier in the season, he would have severely struggled against that PSG team. Because I don't think he'd evolved his tactics to a point until the last few months of the season, I think, was where we really started to get into that phase, if that makes sense. So, yeah, Slot's a good manager, don't get me wrong, but the aspect of having the ready-made players for him compared to Maresca having to develop them, who, like I said, Maresca isn't as experienced. It's a big plus on Maresca's side for me.
No problem. Thank you very much, Stephen G. That's Stephen thoughts on it. CFC Gamer, your question is what we are trying to address here, and this is where I stand on it. I don't know if I'm being biased or what. Are we being so biased here? Are we trying to be fair? But I know Liverpool fans will argue the fact that their manager left the squad and have to come in with a new manager. He has to know all these players, which is not that easy for you to know. The whole team, how they can all play, how you can fit everyone in. From what I was saying is, Arne Slot did not do much. Maybe someone would say you're not giving him the credit. I think that the call of the team was already there. He did not add nothing. They didn't do no signing. So it means that the understanding of the team was there. The way they play, they play similar way. The way Klopp used to play when he left is the same way they play now. And fast-paced attacking football. It's nothing extraordinary in the midfield. Like you can see Chelsea play different style of football. Possession-based, the way they start the attack, the way they invect players, all these things in the Arne Slot don't have anything like that. It's just like, let's start the ball, we're kicking, we're using our wing, we're hooping the ball. Hopefully it gets to the right players, or maybe individual players do something magical in the game. That's what we saw throughout the whole season. That everyone can testify to it. That his team, we all said that they were not playing extraordinary football. They were not blowing teams away, but they were still winning because the core of the team was right there. The likes of Diaz, who has been going in and out. Majority of their goals was coming from Mo Salah also, and Alisson was there doing what Alisson can do. Van Dijk was still there, was fit enough. Konate was still there. So that same team is what he inherited from Jurgen Klopp. It means that the experience was right there. He has lots of experience in that team compared to Enzo Maresca. And I could say that it wasn't an easy job. No one ever gave Enzo Maresca a chance to be able to do what he did with Chelsea last season, his first season. Arne Slot, yes, it's not easy to win a Premier League. He was able to win a Premier League with Liverpool, which is not easy to do. But like I said, the core of the team was already there. This same team were the same team that won was it 2 years ago or 2 years ago Premier League, isn't it? Was it under COVID? A few years ago, pretty much almost the same team with a few additions. So the core of the team have been there for the last 2 seasons. So it wasn't that difficult for Arne Slot. Yes, also we have Man City who could not get things going. It would have been that difficult for Arne Slot Liverpool. Or Arsenal were also not pushing. They were drawing. They were, I would say, they were not pushing Liverpool where they, as much as they were supposed to. So, to me, I'll say Enzo Maresca coming in with these young players after Mauricio Pochettino left. There was a lot of work for him to do. He had 2 teams, one in the Premier League, one playing in the Conference League. He has to be able to manage all these players. It's not that easy for a manager who they tag him as a championship manager. And I keep questioning people that uses those words. What is a championship manager? They couldn't explain to me what is a championship manager. What's the definition of a championship manager? He did not only manage in the championship, but he managed also in other Premier League. If it's not the main guy, he was an assistant, and he's called assistant manager. He did the job with Pep Guardiola with Manchester City. And I even said, when he was working with Manchester City, the game was different. City won a lot. He did not get enough credit until he moved away. We've seen 2 assistant managers that have worked with Pep Guardiola that have moved away and shows what they are made of. Arteta, 6 years, have won FA Cup and Community Shield. Enzo Maresca have won the Championship and also won the Conference League and won the Club World Cup with Chelsea. That shows the pedigree of what Enzo Maresca is as a manager. So to me, I'm giving it to Enzo Maresca. I don't think there's, I'm sure the masses out there, they will go in that favor. Enzo Maresca, from what he has done, shows that he is of a better manager. But I want to see the 2 of them lock on again. I think it was a draw last season, isn't it? Liverpool won at their home ground. Chelsea also won at their home ground.
Yeah.
People
also,
just
let's
say,
remember that Arne Slot said that Chelsea and Maresca gave Liverpool the hardest game they had.
Yeah, and he even
didn't just say
said
that
they
after
can
that
win
game.
it.
He said it even when they weren't playing Chelsea as well, by the way.
Exactly. So maybe Arne Slot, I've seen something that he still keep talking about Chelsea. He said Chelsea can win it. And I think Enzo Maresca was not happy with that comment from Arne Slot. He doesn't want that pressure on his team. So I think he debunked it. You know what I'm saying? But thank you very much, guys. That is the question coming from our panelists, and we've given our opinion on it regarding that question on who is of a better manager. It's not that they're bad manager. We're just looking at what they have achieved and what they've done so far, giving the credit to both managers. I know Slot, I still have to give the credit to him because he won the Premier League, and it's not easy to win the Premier League. But so, guys, don't forget to drop a like on the video. We're about to, wrap up today. DJ Sab, I'm being joined here by DJ Sab, and there's also Stephen G, and in the studio here, Ken, I think Ken Cole, right? Ken Cole is the name. It says Chelsea was complete a disaster when Enzo Maresca took over. We had way too many players. I remember exactly. You're spot on, brother. Caesar is the name. Says Slot is better. Caesar is saying Slot is better. He's never gonna agree that Enzo Maresca is better. I know you could say maybe I'm a Chelsea player. I'm a Chelsea fan. No, I'm a Chelsea player. I'm a Chelsea fan. That's why I'm saying this. But
I thought you lived in America and that you wasn't able to play football, bro.
That's true. That's true. Hey, people, hit that like button and subscribe. Hit that like button and subscribe. Subscribe, guys. So let's get it going. Let's get things going. JC said, people, hit the like button. Subscribe to BlueClouds Media YouTube channel. BC Sports is a name. Sigda said, you will never. Who is better? Liverpool win home and away. Yes, you guys. No, Liverpool did not win home and away. They never. Chelsea beat Liverpool at Stamford Bridge.
You know what? I think
I think
Six is acting on emotions now. He's just showing complete hate to Chelsea. That's what it is, bro. You can stone his comments, mate. It's emotions, bruv. He knows we're a good club, really. He's probably, and the bottom line is, when you know how I look at fans like that, I'll be real big up to him, by the way. I like he's been in the comments and he's giving it to us. I like that. I like a fan that comes on and does that. What I'll say one thing though is, whenever a fan or any other football fan comes at Chelsea, comes generally at Chelsea, and it means they're really worried about us. They're scared. That's what it comes down to. And that's why they're throwing all the nonsense at us. You'll never be better than Liverpool. You'll never be better than this. Well, we done PSG over, bruv. We're world champions, mate. Take that on board. Do you know what I mean? It wasn't just a fluky win. We actually played them off the park. Okay, Maresca outschooled and outsmarted one of the best managers in the world in terms of Luis Enrique. Your former manager, by the way, Barcelona fan, one of your managers, by the way, and one of your players. He went and outsmarted him and outplayed him in the game against PSG. So look, I know you're worried, bro. I know you're coming on here with your little comments. I like it. Carry on, mate. Carry on. Just like it. I just like it because you're actually really worried about us. So yeah.
Caesar, I've sent the link there. If you want to join us and have a say for a bit, go for it. For just a little bit, go for it. All right, cool. Rich Wanamaker said he just came off YouTube. He's now live on YouTube, dropping a like on the video. Thank you very much, Kopama. Rich Wanamaker, I really appreciate it, brother. This guys, look, this guy over here, it's how would I say it? He's God-given. He's a gift. He's a gift to a lot of content creators. The information that he provides to us are very, very credible and very, very interesting. And thank you one more time, Rich Moneymaker, for all your interactions and your support each and every day on both platform X and YouTube. Much love to you, brother. He's Malon said that Slot is Chelsea's Chelsea fan, guys. That's why he is saying that stuff. That's what Malon is saying. He's a Chelsea fan. And Ken said, who do you think Slot would have handled? Who do you think?
How?
Or how would you think Slot would have handled Chelsea after Potter Ball era and vice versa for Miranska.
Don't take me
from
back
club.
to Potter era, please. I want to move past that. I can't do it again.
And
Yeah, I've got a hot
Graham
pot.
Potter. Yeah, guys. Okay, Steven. Okay, we catch you on the other side. I'll end the stream with DJ. All right, Steven.
All right, no worries. I'll
Thank
catch
you.
you
I'll
up
see you on the other side.
tomorrow.
Yep.
Big
Big
up
up,
DJ
Stephen.
and
Big up,
everyone
bro.
in the
Big
chat.
up, bro. Big up to you, bro. Big up.
Make sure you guys hit like, subscribe, turn the bell notification on as well, by the way.
Comment and subscribe.
Smash that like button.
Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Smash the like button.
I knew you were going to do that. See you, Nee. See you, DJ.
All right, Steven. Thank you very much for
Big up
coming
to you,
on.
Stephen, bro.
We'll
Take care,
see
mate.
you on
Take
the
care.
other
bro.
side. Yeah, you too. I'm gonna end the stream with DJ. DJ, all good? All
Yeah,
good for
Nee,
you?
all good, bro. Sorry, I'm not showing my face. I'm just eating my dinner at the same time I'm talking
yeah,
to you, bro. I don't want
for
people to actually
your
see me
dinner.
eating.
Yeah,
So
that's not good. That's a
so,
good thing.
so I hope you don't mind me not showing my face now.
We don't want to see naked butt, right? Growing across this camera. You know what I mean.
Yeah, I do, bruv. I do. Don't
All
worry.
right,
Nah,
Rich
that's all.
Moneymaker brother said, "Yes, everyone, follow me
Yeah,
at
follow. Big up to Rich Moneymakers.
22. I'll keep you updated. Thanks, Blue. Absolutely. You can follow it, guys. If you're on YouTube or if you're on X, follow Rich Moneymaker. Rich
Hope he's
Moneymaker
keeping
on
well.
X.
Big up to you.
Give him a follow. You get more information from him. He tweets a lot, and when the tweet
He
doesn't
does.
go through, I'll push you through, and you guys can get it also. So
Yeah.
follow me if you're on X right now. If you're watching on X, how many
Yeah.
have on X? Let me see the numbers. We got 71 people watching live on X. If you're part of the viewers, do me a favor. Click on Rich Moneymaker. The name is right there.
Yep.
Similar name on X. Click on the Rich Moneymaker. Smash that like button, as he said, and follow suit. Do some
Yeah,
love.
big up to him. He sent me a DM the other day of him with Levi Corwell in the picture. And big up to you, bro. I hope you're feeling better yourself. I know he's not been keeping well.
It's
Hope
not
you're
him
feeling
though.
better.
It's not him. It's not him.
He put himself there and says it was him.
No, he said it wasn't him.
Oh, I sworn he sent me one saying, "Oh, good to see him with the player." I don't know which one.
I
That's
just
someone
asked him the
else.
same question. He
Is
said it's
it?
not him.
So he
He said
hit
it's
me,
not.
bro. Nah,
Is
never
it the
mind.
one that?
No.
Is it the one that Levi Cole was sitting? It's like a guy was had a picture like that.
Yeah. The guy was in the
Yeah.
picture.
Yeah, he said it wasn't him.
Big up. All right, he told me he was. Man, well, I don't know why he did that, man. I fell for it. I thought that was actually on him. I said, "Big up to you. Hope you're feeling better, bro." Generally, if that wasn't you, it doesn't matter. Still, bro, I hope you're feeling better. I know he hasn't been. Oh, I hope he's
Because I
feeling better
asked
right
him,
now.
"Is that you in the
Yeah.
picture?" And he said no, and he even laughed. So, yeah. So it'll be nice to see him, see his picture at least, see a picture of him. Okay, DJ.
Yeah.
Your brother is here.
Who's that?
Dan.
Dan. Easy. Big up to Veason. Just one quick thing, Nee. I just want to go before you bring
Dan,
Dan in.
If you gotta
Yeah,
have
go
the
on,
camera on or off, you just did. See, he put the same thing I've been saying, DJ. He had the camera on and then he makes gestures and then he turned it off again. You cooking, DJ, Dan? Let me get him in. You don't have to show your food, Dan. Dan, you don't have to show you don't have to show that. I got you. I got you.
No, it went all weird, buddy. It went all...
Yeah. It's all right, Dan. Let's hear from you. We're about to end the stream anyway, but let's hear from you for a little bit, Dan. Dan, how are you?
Well, I haven't been well, I haven't been well, so still got bad earache, and it's not well from it, but I'm getting better. I'm getting good. Anyway, before I start the stream, everyone's supposed to like and subscribe to my bro's channel, man. Always. Big up to DJ as well.
Big up to you, brother.
Yeah, man. The FA charges on this thing we've been hearing. Well, I was speaking to Nee about it earlier.
Yeah.
Just everyone in the comments and to you, Nee and DJ. It's the same scenario, same crap. It's same every single time. We're the most hated club in England. Chelsea are the hated club. Why is it that Nee? All the sources always about every single year. Chelsea this, Chelsea that, Chelsea this, Chelsea that. It's never Liverpool. It's never Man City. Yeah, and it's never ever any other clubs. Apart from we had a bit of Everton. Yeah. Look at Man City with their 115 charges, right? They still got away from them 150 charges. With us, what we've heard from these owners, they've paid every single debt in like the since Roman Abramovich area. They paid all that off, but how inconveniently we still got charges? It just don't make sense.
Well, Man City, you have to remember the Man City situation where FA themselves found out. With Chelsea, it is Chelsea themselves reported it, so it's a different case. All this is breaches, financial. I would say financial breaches, but Chelsea reported those cases, so it's easy for them to come out and say, "Okay, we found out this. Although you reported this, it's been nice that you did that." But Manchester City did not report that. They made their own investigation, put people there to find out what City have done wrong in terms of the sponsorship and all those things that they have in place at Manchester City. So it's a different case. And they are saying they haven't done anything wrong. That is why, and when this case, it's a multi-billion case, and it has to be scrutinized very well in the highest level. They have brought in their lawyers, and same thing with the FA, and they're fighting, they're going back and front on it. We heard that we might have something might come out maybe somewhere around December. I'm not so sure how true it is. But with Chelsea case, it's already made clear by Chelsea owners that this is what we've realized that our previous owners have done wrong. And as we took over, we want you guys to alert you guys on this, that this is going on before you come at us and say, okay, we found out you guys have done this, I've done that. And that could be more, that could be like point deduction or huge fine to the football club. And they don't want that. So that is why Chelsea's situation is a bit different. It can be done now because we already know this about a year ago. You get what I'm saying? We talked about this about a year ago. We had it on this platform that Chelsea have made this, I've alert the Premier League and also UEFA about some of these issues going on at the football club, DJ. I mean, Dan and DJ.
You're muted, DJ.
Sorry, no, my
Oh,
daughter
you
was just
muted,
asking
yeah.
me a question. Can you go that side down on another thing? Sorry.
Yeah,
She
DJ
wants to
said-
come and get herself in the pictures, as always. No,
It's
sorry,
what
sorry.
my boy's in the background.
Is he? No, I was just
Yeah.
saying. No. I said it as well down at the beginning of this when I came on. I did say, you know, that whenever it comes to Chelsea, right, they're just waiting to obviously throw us in the meat grinder all the time, brother. It's all the time with our club. And this story that comes out now, we all knew. I mean, listen, I knew this thing wasn't going away because I think we were told about this and briefed about this. I mean, I think when the owners first came in. Remember that story that went around in the very, very beginning where they said they've reported themselves to the effort. No one knew how long this was going to take to actually come into
Yeah.
fruition. So obviously, since then, they've obviously gone into it all. They've gone and investigated, and all of a sudden, they've dumped this 74 charges on us. Now, look, I get what we've done under the old regime wasn't great. You know, as a Chelsea fan, people can sit here and say, well, you know, all your trophies. Isn't at the end of the day, the trophies that the players that won those trophies, okay, at the club shouldn't be allowed to affect what's happened with what the ownership's going to done. They're the players are not the ones that were the players that we mentioned here. Willian, Hazard, and Eto'o have been the three that have been mentioned. Now, when they came over to us, they did that. You know, they still won stuff with us. It's not our fault. It's not their fault, if you like, that we've gone and done things in another way which we should not have gone and done. Which still, by the way, we haven't been found guilty. By the way, I just want to basically put this right now. It's allegedly, by the way, because they're just at the moment they're just charges. Nothing's been found out yet. So
It's
everyone's
not
saying
alleged.
they've been accused.
DJ, it can be alleged. It can be alleged because we've already made it
No,
to them that this is what we've
we
done.
have, but
So
what I'm
it's no
saying
more
is
alleged. You can use the word
but what I'm
alleged.
No, sorry, bro. The word I'm sorry, wrong term. What I'm saying is they until we actually get what the punishment is, then we'll know fully what's going on. Until that time, we can only play guessing here. Now, I've said it already.
Right.
The most that will happen to us, I think, for me, will probably be a transfer ban and probably be a fine. Right? I can deal with the transfer ban. That's because we've got several players out on loan at the moment that need to come back to the football club, which means you'll see Payet in the Chelsea shirts. if that ban happens.
And
So we have
Saar.
got players and Saar. So we have got those players in this. I'm not worried about that, mate. I really am not. The only thing I worry about is we may end up losing some players depending on our situation if we need to make sales. Because don't forget, Nee, we've still got this whole thing with UEFA as well on our backs. Because if we do not get if we don't come even next season, because we've got to sell players again, we could
Yeah.
get done on that as well. So we're in a really weird, really tight situation, which means we need to make sure that we do balance come the 26-27 season when that happens. We're going to make sure the figures are balanced out. But in terms of Dan, in terms of what we're saying now, right? We all knew this was coming, as I said, and let's see what happens now. You know, as I said, it can only be a fine, possibly, because let's be real here. And I don't like mentioning other clubs when we're in a situation, but let's be real. Manchester City is probably worse than we are. There are probably other clubs out there that no one knows nothing about yet that will come out as well. We don't know about Manchester United. We don't know about Liverpool. We don't know about Arsenal.
No.
All these things could come out afterwards. But at the moment, it's Chelsea at the moment. And as usual, all the rival fans, like they usually would, but I expect them to, are beating us with the stick at the moment. Oh, we should have had Eden Hazard. We should have had this. We should have had that. We should have had. I had one fan saying to me, "Also, we would have had N'Golo Kante because of what we went and done." He said Chelsea got him because of what we did. He said he would have been an Arsenal player. I've had all this nonsense come my way today on X, bro.
We're cheaters. We're cheaters and all this.
Yeah, we're going to face a lot of this now, and until this starts dying down. Okay, and until we until we know what our punishment's going to be, we're going to get a lot of this nonsense coming our way, bro. Every game we attend to, you watch, we're going to get when we go and sing that song, "We've won it all." I can imagine what they're all going to say to us from the crowd.
Yeah.
Well, we cheated it all. That's all going to come out. That's all going to come out. So
I agree.
Yeah, what it is. But go on, Dan. I'll let you go.
But
I'm
just going to say to you, Nee, and then I'm going to say to DJ, right? The structure of this year. What we've had in problems from decades, from Roman Abramovich getting banned from the transfer market. We did also, people forget, once we got like the Hazards, the Etos, the Kantes, what DJ said, there was one guy we done dodgy in a private, who was that player, that young player we bought from Roman's area, where he did it private, he weren't no semi-pro, and we brought him in. Oh, it was a young Nigerian
Ivorian, no Nigerian, Ivory Coast. It's called
Ivory Coast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm on about, don't you? You know what I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah, I do. Don't worry about the name. Just go on.
Yeah, you know what I'm on about, don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
But
his name is Traore.
Oh no, not Traore. It wasn't Traore.
Bertrand Traore.
No, it wasn't Bertrand Traore. No, it wasn't that one.
Who was?
There was another one, wasn't there?
It started with G.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. I know. He
wasn't a professional football player, but they saw him how talented he was and all good he was. And then we were so much the FA was going to give us charges for this deal. That's why we got banned from the transfers, because we bring him into Chelsea. But after that, how much stuff we tried to get him to the club. He only played 2-3 games, and then after that, we never heard of him. After that, he never was a Chelsea player ever again. And then you got all these sanctions from the owners, from the Roman Abramovich. Tried to destroy our club, and now then these owners, at least they've come out the truth about what's the stuff in the area of what needed to be done since Roman area, and they've came out before saying this is what such and such what Roman owns. Is it okay? Could we pay that fee or the fee, or so we don't get into trouble by the UEFA? We also paid what? I was talking to you earlier, Neil, didn't I? We paid 28.5 million, so roughly 31 million in totals for the UEFA. But they're still saying we still own a bit of 8 million values, even though we don't. So it's just the same scenario. Like, just leave us alone. Well, no, we're a hated club. We're hated. Yeah, we're the most hated club. We've won it all, right? You rifle Arsenal fans. This is what I try to say to you, Ian, DJ, like we were speaking earlier, right? If you think of it, Arsenal hasn't won a major trophy. They haven't won trophies over 5 years. They've got to spend £1 billion worth of pound, yeah, on money on players. So how could they, if they don't win a trophy they don't win a trophy this year, any kind of major trophy, Premier League, Champions League, or any FA Cup or anything, don't win a trophy this season, UEFA and the Premier League standards should be looking at them. Because how they've got away from 5 years winning nothing and spending money, adding new players to their system, into their club, spending bare loads of money in players.
Who are you talking about?
Arsenal Football Club, Arsenal,
Okay.
and still 5 years, still spending bare loads of money on getting players into their club, haven't won nothing, and what? And they're gonna get away from like the UEFA. Yeah, if they don't make Champions League football this season, if they don't go win Champions or trophies, it's a scenario. Like us, yeah, we haven't been in the Champions League for 2 seasons, but we somehow got into a European football, and we won a European football last season, Conference League, right? Then we've gone and won a Club World Cup, and now sudden, yeah, we're now in the Champions League for this season. And then a couple of months, we never heard nothing about this FA charges, UEFA charges, and all that lot. And then today, two journalist sources, yeah, Fabrizio Romano, one of them, who is always a brown envelope, and then you've got David Alston, yeah, he knows his bit sometimes, now coming out with Chelsea charges in the FA. Why is that sudden now come out? Why did it not come out a month before or before the Premier League started? Why is it sudden now you've come out with all this PR crap about Chelsea 74 charges? Why did we not hear nothing about this last month? Because we, all us Chelsea fans, know our football club. The rifle fans don't, Nee. The rifle fans don't know our club. We do. Us fans know. So why is it that us fans never knew about this 74 charges, and it's now coming out now, where it never came out last month before the Premier League started? It should have gone. It should have been noticed before the journalists. By then, they should have known all that by then. But now, suddenly, now they're clicking on. Now we've got 74 charges since the Premier League. It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense why now they've come out with this PR about the 74 charges.
Dan, like I said, Chelsea themselves, when the owners took over, they reported this issue. And whilst you reported to the FA, it takes them time for them to do their own due diligence, put everything on paper, and be sure that indeed Chelsea, how many breaches have they really go against? You get what I'm saying? They told you they did this, they did that, they did this. It was good that Chelsea reported themselves, which there's no other football club in this world that have been able to report themselves to an FA of something that they did wrong. It's never happened before. So them taking that initiate approach to talk to the FA about what they believe that they've seen in the previous regime, so it wouldn't come ahead us. If the name, I said earlier on, if the name has changed from Blue Lions FC or BlueClouds FC, and it wasn't Chelsea anymore, this new ownership wouldn't have nothing to do with sanctions and fines and even point deduction. But they are still using the name Chelsea. It means that it's the same football club that did what they did under the old regime. So these owners still have to pay for it. But as to paying huge money for it, that's what I don't think that is going to happen. It could be point deduction, but I think it will be too harsh for them to deduct the point from Chelsea if they have been that sincere, even reported the case that they did not see. But Manchester City situation is different. They never reported anything that they've done wrong because maybe they didn't even know that what they were doing was against the FA rules. So FA made their own, launched their own investigation, and they found out about that 115 financial breaches. So their case is a bit different, and they are fighting the FA. They hired one of the top lawyers, and FA also brought in their top lawyers, and they are going against it back and front. And such legal, issues take a long time. We had something might come up in someone around December. We hope we see it. But with Chelsea case, it's a bit different. We know this. I've had this done. I'm sure maybe you've forgotten. We've had this discussion on our platform about a year ago, few months ago, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, that something will happen. Chelsea have already reported themselves. Remember, Chelsea also reported the same situation to UEFA, where UEFA fined them how much? I think 8 million, where they paid. So similar thing. As we had it earlier on, and Stephen also said that what's his name? Cavastar or whatever. I can't say the name very well. I had it in mind.
Cavaschelli.
No, not Cavascelli. No, what's his name?
Which
Sky
one?
Sports presenter.
Oh, Kai.
No.
You don't know this.
Sky
reporter. Yeah. Carve. I know who you're talking about. Carve.
Whatever.
Just say Carve, bro. Carve.
Yeah, Carve. He came out and say he sees a similar fine, like close to the one that UEFA we pay to UEFA. So it could be a fee between 8 million to 10 million. It shouldn't be anything that serious. If UEFA could have done something different, he would have banned Chelsea from participating in the UEFA competition for a season. But that did not happen. So why would you Premier League take a point deduction for 10 point deduction? I mean, it doesn't make sense.
I think it will be a fine, but I also think it'll be a transfer ban. And as I said if we end up getting a summer transfer ban, it doesn't matter because all it must mean is we go and do our business in January, and that's probably the worst time to go and buy players. Yeah, but you go and do your business in January. Now, at the same time, you look at the players that we got out on loan at the moment; they all come back. So Asimo will come back. You've got Saad to come back. You've got obviously Paez to come in as well, and also don't forget. Our new boys coming in the summer anyway. We've got Quenda coming in. So
I got a question for you, DJ. If Chelsea get fined, I hope it doesn't affect Strasbourg, because Strasbourg did not do anything wrong.
No. It's not, bro. Because this is a Chelsea thing.
Which means
a complete Chelsea thing. Yeah.
Right. So which means that Chelsea can bring in Amango or whatever, the striker that Chelsea will be. He'll be joining Chelsea very soon. It means that Chelsea can bring in players from Strasbourg, and Strasbourg can buy players to replace those players that left.
Correct.
So Chelsea should be in a very good position, even if we have a transfer ban.
That's why I'm not so concerned about it.
Sorry, boys.
Go on, bro.
Do you talk about, because you're talking about that transfer, DJ? Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's Kakuta.
Gael Kakuta.
Yeah, right.
Gael Kakuta. Yeah.
Right. My boy came downstairs and told me. That's why I said be 1 minute, because he's watching. Yeah, Gael Kakuta. Right, he's the one that we broke charges, him bringing him to Chelsea. But then after that, we never heard from him since after we made such a big deal over him to come and join first team Chelsea Football Club. He played a few games, and after that, he went missing. So
and then we got done on Bertrand Traore as well, bro. Didn't we?
We did, and we got done by that. But the thing what I'm trying to say, Nee.
Yes, sir.
This charges now what's come, because before, we knew the owners come out with it before, about 4 years ago. But it's took them 4 years to get this over the line. Why couldn't they have done it over last year? Why couldn't they did it a year before? And if we get a transfer ban again, right? Why is Man City not getting a transfer or anything like that? Because the thing is, they cheated on Champions League, right? They didn't reduce any points last season from this 115 charges. But now we're the ones, now Chelsea Football Club, and now we're in the charges, and now they're going to decide to punish us for the Romans area, even though it's not the new owner's fault. You know what I mean? It was Romans area, so they have to, like, any day from 2001 to 2023, roughly around it was when Roman had all these. Was it 2021?
2003, bro. 2003. He
2003. All right, yeah, 2003. Yeah, right. So from then, that's Roman's area. That's Roman's. That was Roman's area to sort out, not these new owners. So what I don't get, why now they're coming in to stand on Chelsea to say, oh, we're going to give you 74 charges, and then big up to Rich Moneymaker. I've read his thing, the next message done. Yeah, he had a good point, right? They can, if they want to. Yeah, what I've heard, I've heard on Sky Sports News tonight, because I was after when I went on, I was on Sky Sports. The circus today's been they've been talking about Chelsea's charges all day.
Yeah,
they're saying on there, if there's a breach of anything, well, I said, because I think you and DJ the link earlier on this these laws of the breach what Chelsea got, yeah. If they're the breach of the 74 charges, if one of them in them breach of the law of charges, they can adopt points off us, and also we could maybe getting relegated next season into the Championship. If it's the case of what something in Roman's area. When I gave you the rules earlier, that's what that they are. That the thing on that is a rule. It's on a sanctioned rule, yeah, because he was saying on Sky Sports, Scholarov, yeah, it is a law rule of Premier League 36. If something, yeah, goes over allegations, because the owners are now coming out with the Roman area, and whatever it is, we could get something conduction of points. If they could say, well, we could take points off you, or they could say we could get dropped to a relegation to the Championship. But hopefully that doesn't happen. There's a hope there, because half of this stuff needs to be sorted out by the owners are trying to sort it out now, between what's going on with the law. But there is a thing about deduction points off us this season.
No,
I
but
don't know
I don't know
how
if you're just
many.
reading. No, I don't know if you're reading Rich Moneymaker's comments at the bottom, bro. This is why I thought I had a feeling he's made a very valid point here. According to his sources, he's saying FA can't give us a point deduction because we have complied with our tax returns, so our PSI is okay. So
Yeah,
that might come into play. So we can't. So we can't get points deducted. The only thing we can have, as I said, Dan, and I said to this, the only thing that can happen to us, bros, it will get a fine and we'll get a transfer ban. The most they can, maybe if they really want to be like right little, I won't say the word, but right little a holes. I'm not saying many of it, right? They can take some of our cup competitions from us. Do you know what I mean? Some of our cups.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Big up to you, Maya. Maya, I did shout your name a few minutes ago, but big up to you for all the good work you're doing on X, sharing our stream, and also contributing to the channel also over there. But big up to you, Maya. Big up to you. Thank you very much for your comment on X. Rich Moneymaker, thank you very much for keep the comment as it keep coming. It says we must see Sterling on the list in January, so we get rid of him to help sign more players, removing his wages next summer. I think something is covering it. He said he's on I think 320K a week, so we don't need to sell our top players from Rich Moneymaker. Thank you very much. Sterling is on 325K a week, so that gives us more room next summer. Okay, I was told that the Premier League wasn't happy that the FA went alone. That could help us now. Okay, went alone to do the investigation. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
According to, all right, DJ read this one, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. Absolutely, Maya said, big up, guys. Big up to you, Maya. There are too many ifs in there. From JC. It says, do Sky Sports read out the charges? I don't think so. If they I don't think they read out the charges. Dan, did they read out the charges? Maya said, big up me.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
I'll
let you read this first. I'll let you read this first. First, and I'll come
thank you. Big up me. If these charges are true, we can get 10 points. But we get relegated. It will be a long day from Maya. Thank you very much, Maya. Dan, go for it before I continue with the four comments from Maya.
What it was, JC, yeah. I can't pronounce his name. Solkov or Salakov. Well, I can't remember.
Kava Salakov. Yeah, Kava Salakov. That's it.
Carve. You say Carve.
Yeah.
Carve.
Solakov.
Yeah,
Solakov.
Yeah. Right, Solakov tonight. He came out because I was listening on Sky Sports, so I had to listen to it All the kids were upstairs. Thanks God, it was all quiet. I had to turn it up just to listen to what he said about these charges. On a piece of paper, he had a thing on the table with a piece of paper, and it was like on a little small screen on a thing, right? He read out the 74 charges of the law thing. What I sent you to on Twitter today, what it came out with that as well. He says the UEFA has done something in business, saying that there's over eight something million outstanding in fines. Yeah. Yes, we paid the 31 million, but he says he said that it's not enough payroll for the 31 million. It's up to something he said around 60 to 50 million in fines, right? He goes the law of 36 in the Premier League or the UEFA, in the UEFA books, right? In UEFA, not Premier League. Move the Premier League for 1 minute, yeah. The UEFA in law 36, yeah. If any kind of stands of anything from the Champions League, the players that's coming from not re-register on time to be in the Champions League and played and win, there is a concerning and stuff fines, including something like a balance. He said there's like a balance of a list standard, right? And if the breach of the law, if Chelsea's breach of the law of that, then it is a reduction of anything. They could like drop us from the Champions League. They could ban us from transfer market, or they could reduce points at the Premier League, right? Reduce points out, dedicate the points at the Premier League, or we could have a standard proper relegation straight away, drop to the Championship. It happened to he said it happened to, remember Rangers, Nee?
Yeah, I'm not so familiar with what Rangers really did, so I can't compare that to what's going on right now.
Right. He said about something was important, because the guy said about Rangers at the time there was in the Champions League. Yeah, why did Rangers get dropped 3 times into the Championship in the Scottish League? And the same thing was the rule relegations of that law 36 because that might happen to Chelsea. But because it's like a law 36 in the UEFA rule of a fine.
In the book of rules.
In the book of rules. The UEFA book of rules. And if
like a Bible, more or less.
Like a Bible.
Saying all the charges and what the breaches are, what the book's all about, more or less.
What was the book's about? So whatever in this law, because we don't know, us fans don't know what in this UEFA law rules is in the book, right? We don't know. They only know from the Premier League, the whole FIFA, like FAs and all that lot, know every single rule in the Premier League and the UEFA. They all have the same books and what comes into the competition. Solikov said if this rule, of Roman's area cheated, if he cheated into the books, if he cheated onto the books in that area, Roman Abramovich's area, of buying players and didn't register in that certain time of the circumstances in the Champions League, whatever, like Premier League, there's a thing that they could escape the deduction of points of us, or they could drop us into the relegation. You get what I'm saying?
See, what I'll say, I think the only thing I'll say on that one, I agree with 100% with you, and you're probably what you're saying is right. The only thing is, have the FA got the guts to relegate us or do that, because we bring in so much revenue and money to the Premiership, they'll know that'd be a biggest mistake they do if they were to do that to us. Even Manchester City. Why do you think Manchester City haven't got that kind of thing come their way yet? Yeah, because they know if they do that, the Premiership's going to lose a lot of money from those clubs as it is. So that could probably be a mistake they do. And like Rich Money Makers is saying here, as he's repeating it again, I repeat, the Premier League are not happy about going for us. This might mean we will not get a transfer ban. They will not take any of our trophies away or relegate us because we have reported this. Because we have reported this ourselves, it might be a little bit different, the punishment. yes, there's that option. If we didn't report this now, Dan, if we didn't report this and they investigated us and done us for it, then there is that possibility that we could end up being relegated to Division 1. Yeah. All right. But because we
Yeah.
reported it, I think we'll get away with it. We'll get away with a fine and possibly a couple of, and possibly a transfer ban for one window, which will probably be the summer of next year.
I just don't think we should get any of that, because if we did, because he did say in the thing that we did report it a long time ago about this situation.
Because
and then,
you
like I
think
said
about it,
before,
right?
it's not
Think
Roman,
about
it's
it,
not
bro.
their fault. It was a Roman area's fault. So why should we get punished now for that area? And then also we got sanctioned any day. We're just
Because if we
we're
don't,
just hated. We're
we
hated.
are hated, bro. We agree this, but because if we
We're
don't
hated.
get punished, bro, right? If we don't get punished, you can bet your bottom dollar bill, Everton are going to be on FA. They're going to be on the FA's back straight away because they had points deducted from them, didn't they?
Yeah, they did twice.
And you can bet your bottom dollar Everton they'll be on it. A lot of the clubs in the Prem will be on it. So I don't doubt we will end up getting a fine. And as I said, I think we'll end up getting transfer banned. Whether we get anything more than that, I don't think so. But obviously we don't know until it happens. 8 days to appeal to it.
Thank you very much, DJ NJC. Maya, everyone there that's dropping the comments. We've been streaming for 3 hours, 20 minutes now on these intriguing topics that has been circulating or been trending on social media related to Chelsea. And so we got to try and wrap up today. But Rich Moneymaker, thank you very much for the comment that you have on the screen. Maya, also very thank you very much. The FA hates us, Giants only now. Okay, UEFA, it says the UEFA, we are okay, so we are fine to play in Europe. From Rich Wanamaker. All right, more emojis and comments from Maya, who's watching us live on X. It's relegation Giants from Maya. So we paid fine with UEFA, so we are okay with it. From him, we can't be relegated because we have reported these to all organizations. UEFA can't touch us because we pay the settlement to them. All right, so that's League. Maya said League 2. I don't think that we will get relegated. This was under Roma. We might get points deducted. Maya, let me explain this again. I'll say one more time. Anything, any criminal offenses, anything at all that happened under Roman regime, and if there's been an investigation now and we found out being guilty, we will pay for it. Why am I saying we using the word we? Because the name did not change from Chelsea FC to BlueClouds Media, or did not change from Blue Stars FC or Blue Lions FC. It is the same umbrella. We're under the same umbrella, Chelsea FC. So anything that was being done under the old regime, this new regime will still have to pay for it. But the good thing about it is they reported it first. So the FA will not go hard on Chelsea because when the new owners took over, they reported it. If the FA have done their own thorough investigation and came up with that this is what they found out after investigating Chelsea, that they've been an offshore account where they pay money to, that is going to be very difficult for Chelsea to have a say or even try and debate it, because they are found guilty. The evidence are there that they went against the Premier League or UEFA rules. But they have reported this, and I know FA will calm down, because it looks like, for all you know, these Premier League clubs are together. They're one. They will fight against Premier League, just like Richard Moneymaker said. There are certain, if you guys remember, there was a petition at which, if Premier League came together to vote against Premier League clubs selling properties to themselves, like Chelsea did with the women's team and then the hotel. They went. There was I think they cast a vote if we should vote against it. I think they voted against that. The Premier League that was in support with what Chelsea were doing, they voted against that. I remember that Everton have also done the same thing. They sold the women's team to themselves, so they can be able to have money and run the football club. So for all you know, what FA is doing, a lot of the Premier League clubs are against it. You get what I'm saying? So Dan and then Maya, whatever happened under Roman regime, it can still affect us now because we're the same
Of course
name,
it can.
Chelsea. Okay.
Yeah, of course
Thank
it
you
can,
very much,
mate.
guys, for
I do
understanding
agree.
that.
I do.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I do
haven't.
agree. I do agree on it.
Thank you, Dan. I have been told today Man United and Arsenal won out transfer
Why am I not
ban.
surprised?
Okay. We are
Why am
working
I not
on
surprised?
settlement. We are working on settlement from that's from Rich Moneymaker. Please don't worry from Rich Moneymaker and individual conversation. You can see I've been told we are working on settlement from Rich Moneymaker. In very very worst case scenario, 6 months transfer ban. Would Chelsea? It won't hurt Chelsea. It won't hurt Chelsea for 6 months. At least a transfer ban or point deduction. I'm hoping none. I'll take a transfer ban over point deduction. I don't think point deduction is fair, but I'll take a transfer ban over point deduction. I can watch our club start grinding from the ground again. All is well.
Yeah,
God,
100%.
Allah is with us. From Maya. Rich Moneymaker said, I have been told the FA will work for a settlement. The Premier League might do 6-month transfer ban or settlement. That is it. 6-month transfer ban or settlement. I think I'll go for any of these, transfer ban or settlement. Guys, without further ado, let me go for DJ stuff out there so we can wrap up for the day. We've talked about a lot of topics. We did talk about Mykhailo Mudryk, and also we did talk about the 74 financial breaches or charges from the FA. So let me hear from you, DJ. Sum it up for us.
Yeah, it's obviously not a great day for us. Obviously, getting this news that broke out this morning or this afternoon, and as I said, my Twitter space was going crazy at work. Non-stop messages coming on my phone, beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
And obviously, then I finally sat down and I listened to it all, and I thought, okay, I'll be honest with you, Nee. It's not like I wasn't expecting this, because as I said, we were told we knew this was going to happen at some point because, as I said, they reported us to them, they reported ourselves to them. So when you do that, it's just a matter of when the FA have decided to go and investigate this, which they finally went and done. Like I said, the timing is impeccable. As I said, back after international break, we're all ready to start the Prem again, and basically they've thrown this on us. But listen, we'll do as we always do. We'll deal with it, whatever comes our way, and look, whatever we get, will be deservedly so, because what was done and what was done should not have been done that way. I agree. I don't in any way when we win things, I like to do things an honest way of doing things. And and people can turn around and say, well, Roman as far as I'm concerned, Roman made that mistake. We're now costing for it all. But listen, it still doesn't take away the fact that for me, he's still one of the best owners in the world. That's not going to be taken away from him and what he done for us. So I'm not going to take that away from him. But what I'll say is, whatever our situation's going to be, hopefully it'll be a ban. It'll be a fine or a transfer ban. But I cannot see them doing anything else. If they do, then Manchester City surely have got to follow us. Whatever bad punishment we get, they surely got to not be that far behind. So
Thank you.
yeah,
Thank you very much, DJ. I don't think anyone will ever put any blame on Roman Abramovich. Roman Abramovich, to be honest with you, he doesn't do the math. He doesn't do all these transactions. He put the money in the hands of people that he trusts to do the work. So no, if you put the blame on Roman Abramovich now, ask a question. What is wrong with you? Roman doesn't doesn't speak English, fluent English, for him to be transacting business with English people. He doesn't do that. He's got people there to do the work for him. So anyone come out and blame Roman Abramovich, I'll be very, very upset with that person, unless that person doesn't know what he's talking about. JC is updating us here on Cole Palmer. It says Cole Palmer is back in training. Good God, is back in training. Hopefully they take it slowly and see if it's. I think I saw a report from either Matt Law who said that it's nothing serious, but he's good after the international break. He's good to retain. All right, DJ, Dan. Thank you for the comportment. Thank you for the comportment, Dan. I really appreciate it, brother.
Yeah, sorry for came on late.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Like, just wanted to catch up because I wanted to catch up with the Sky Sports News with these charges in here and ask it and it's them explaining what the charge is about because, well, like I say, like DJ, my Twitter went off and off and off and off. I had phone calls, like loads of phone calls today, and also my mate made me up from the journalist who's a journalist as well, and I asked him about is this some kind of true stuff. He said, yeah, it's in a way, but he explained to me that the Premier League were definitely involved. That why UEFA's done it behind their backs. They shouldn't have done it behind the scenes at the back. They should confirm by the FA before they do this. But Maker, you said like your sources are quite must be as well as like you just said as well in the chat. But big ups for you for explaining. I just we're Chelsea Football Club. We've won every single cup in history. We're the most rifle club in the world, Nee and DJ, and we're our Blues. And comes to Blue Boroughs, and we're the most elite club. And like you see the salties of the rifle fans, like Man United, Arsenal, every single like the journalist sources, all these sources coming out and. And everything. They hate on Chelsea Football Club. They just don't want to see the Chelsea proceed very well at our football club. They hate it what we've done, and it took us 2 years. Look how stressed and upset it was for them the last 2 years. How our club was in mud, and we thought, oh, we're never going to win a trophy again. And it took them time, and they bring in a manager called Enzo Maresca. That took Leicester to the Championship, to the Premier League, and came to the Chelsea first season, and done 2 times on Michael Arteta to win the 2 major trophies, Conference League and the Club World Cup. Us, our fans, we never knew this was going to happen, that was going to win the Club World Cup. We was going, no, we won't win it. And Man City was in it. And I'm hearing all these, and then I'm hearing Jimmy Carragher hating us, Paul Scholes, oh, it's a fake cup because it's just Man City weren't in it, or Inter Milan weren't in it. All of them were in it, Jamie Carragher. Go put glasses on and go watch it. You see Man City got knocked out by the clubs who we played, who we beat who beat them in the stages. Okay. I'm not worried about it. I'm going to worry. I'm not going to worry about this, Nee. I'm not stressing. If it happens, if we get the 7-4 charges, then we'll take the punishment. Okay. But we're not cheaters. We're not like Liverpool, who cried at the FA. Look at that time at Tottenham when they were so they were written to the FA about how come they didn't get the kicks, and then they had to cry the next whole year. The referee helped them out by VAR, where they, like different teams couldn't get a penalty, and then they cheated on the ref to cry out for why they never got any like conductions on fouls and that. And then they did it, and then also grasped us to the American fighter abroad because Caicedo goes Chelsea over Liverpool. So it's one of them situations. All clubs do it. But we're Chelsea Football Club, and I'm just going to say to everyone, smash that like button and subscribe to my brother's channel. Big ups to everyone for letting me come on. We're Chelsea to a dive. Got a big game coming this weekend. It's the Premier League, so that's more excitement. Now football's actually back. The Premier League's back. This international break, it's been boring. It's been like talking about England's not like it's a world thing, in it. It's like we'll talk about it when we're in the World Cup, but we've got ahead of it. We've got to go ahead of ourselves, and then this week has got to be a 9-pointer against Brentford Football Club. Then we've got Bayern Munich, so we're in the Champions League. So any day we've won it all. Up the Chelsea, and peace out.
Thank you very much, Dan. DJ, it's been nice having you guys on the show. To wrap up or discuss today's edition of 74 charges that has been posed upon Chelsea, and also Mykhailo Mudryk doping ban scandal. There will be more, guys. Like I said, I will keep you guys updated on how things are going on the Mudryk situation. I'm sure within a few weeks' time we might get some updates on it. Mudryk will fight it, whether he fights it or take it as it is. But Chelsea are not happy at all with the way the situation is going. I'll say that. Thank you guys all. Rich Moneymaker, thank you very much. This João Pedro and Caicedo not in training, just giving them a break. Absolutely, yeah. Because of the long travel from South America, they need at least 1 day break off. Today's Thursday, right? So tomorrow they should be back to training, and then again tomorrow, or maybe you can rest them if you look at the situation, if they need to be rest. Rich Moneymaker said the owners want these down because the potential sponsorship are a little. It says a bit concerned from Rich Moneymaker. Cole Palmer was not spotted in training today. Chelsea photos saw these. They saw this from PYS. It says Cole Palmer was not spotted. I thought JC shows
there
said he's
was.
back on training.
I saw a picture of Cole Palmer in training. They said on the there was a type that came out saying, "Guess who's back in training?" And they showed Cole Palmer running. So I don't know unless this is some other news that Pies has got from somewhere else. Cole Palmer, as far as I saw pictures.
Cole Palmer, I'm surprised you did not see your own self training today. Where were you? People said they saw you.
Yeah.
So if you did not see yourself in training, then I don't know. Where were you, Cole Palmer? Come on.
He was definitely in training because they definitely showed a photo. I think I did a retweet on it. I did a retweet on it, and they showed him. Guess who's back in training? And they showed Cole Palmer running. So I don't know.
No, it was definitely training.
From.
Didn't I read it well? Cole Palmer not spotted in training today. So I read it well at Chelsea. It says at Chelsea photos. So these from PYS. Probably not. But others are saying he's back in training. So DJ and JC, DJ and I want to see the crew, and thanks to the crew, the panel first, DJ, Dan, JC, Stephen G, as usual, my my co-host, and Yusuf, who also came on today's show to get today's show running. And it's been a very beautiful day, guys.
Smash the
Thank
likes
you
and
all.
subscribe, people.
Thank you all. Those that haven't subscribed, please make it a point to subscribe and share the video next time. If you haven't, you can share it next time. And keep your bell notification icon active at all time so you don't miss anything for BCM Sports. We thank you all. Nate Zion, Stephen G, and DJ Salve and Dan. We want to say thank you all and adios. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Ciao.
Bye for now.
You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the floor, feel the winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the floor, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud. In the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just